Venezuela? Yes, it was such a great, like, that, the socialist was so cool. She was just like, honey, I just want people to have health care. Like, and, like, you could tell that they were just caught off guard and they didn't know how to deal with it. And, like, you know, the reporter was new and really bad. And
oh, I love that shit. Show us the nudes. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What's up, everybody? What it do, what it do. Notifications coming in. I like it, like it. How it do, everybody? I was just finishing up a little bit of a listening of Abby Martin and Robbie Martin interviewing Kyle the lesbian Kulinski, or Seltzer Sellout, of course. Up, indeed, up. Just got done watching some Varg. Nice, dude. I just been I haven't totally watched all the secular talk vids today, but there is one that I pulled because I thought it'd be interesting to watch together. Good sus. I have like I said, I have videos today. Now it's just me. What's up? I got some videos to show, man. I'm gonna be in here having a bunch of bowls first before I walk in there, and we're gonna watch some videos. I got Brett King to check out as well. Did you ever check out that Jackson Crawford video? He's an old Norse scholar. Oh fuck. I don't remember having it mentioned to me before, but, you know, we might as well check him out, too, while we're at it. Makes a lot of videos about Old Norse culture and language. Fuck yeah, dude. I'll probably, if he has his own channel, which I'm sure he does, I'll subscribe to him. Hell yeah. I'm troubleshooting my computer. I can't pause my game without it freezing. And I'm trying to figure it out why. Damn, dude, that sucks. Yeah, mine's a little slow, so I can't really do games, but I can do other shit. I can go on the internet, so it's not like my computer is totally fucked and done, so yeah. But it's gotta like get memory boosts, upgrade and shit. Like I just gotta go through the whole troubleshoot process myself at some point. Like I need to get like 120 some gig like flash drive or some shit, and just use that to just look up in another tab. Oh yeah, well I got a bunch of tabs already loaded up. I got like a YouTube home tab so I can check other. Could be a memory issue. That's probably what it is, because that's what my computer is doing right now due to memory issues. So that's why I want to get like flash drive so I can save a bunch of photos and other files and shit that are important. And all that good Gucci-ness. Makes videos about mythology too. I commented his link in last streams in the comment section. Oh, okay. Cool. I didn't see it yet, so that's probably why. Sometimes YouTube on mobile and on just in general won't pull up comments sometimes. It'll be like, there's like 3 comments on here. I go down and I can't see them. And then some replies will have like 2 or 3 replies, but there's only like 1 that shows up, and it's like, what? It's like, what? Huh? But YouTube is just fucked. It's just got nothing but fuckery going on, so what can you expect? What can you expect? So, I thought I'd be in here. You know, it's quiet as fuck, so the news radio happens to be on, so we're gonna see if our fringe far right guy is on. Oh, he's it. He is. Okay. Do you like Pabst Blue Ribbon? You know, I think I've tried Blue Ribbon, and I don't think I'm a fan. We need to superpower your piece of shit. Lol, I updated PC once and it killed it. Holy fuck, it killed your PC. The upgrade killed your PC. That is sad. Try and make this badass custom campaign for Red Alert 2 to work properly. Oh shit, dude. Damn. See, I just want, honestly, I just want enough so I could run Rising Storm 2 Vietnam properly, because that's my shit. Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, being in the jungles, being at, like, fucking Hawaii City or some shit, being at, like, a fucking, like, you know, on the hillsides, on, like, some trenches, defending Vietnam and my rice fields from the fucking gooks, from the American gook shooters and shit. I mean, that's my shit right there. What kind of game is Rising Star 2 Vietnam? Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, and it's a first-person shooter, and it's fairly realistic, and it is fun as fuck. It is adrenaline-inducing. Like, if you get shot in the chest from, like, a Mosin Nagant, let's say, you will die. Just straight be dead. Like, there's no surviving that, you know? I mean, but if you got shot with, like, a 45, if you get wounded and end up bleeding out, you have to hide, and to bandage yourself, and you have to, like, hold the F button, F for respects and healing, and, and it'll give like the whole thing of like healing yourself up. But if you don't do that in time, you'll bleed out and die. There is straight up PTSD going on. Like if you're being bombarded by artillery or you're just getting bullets right over your head, you'll shake and your vision gets all blurry as fuck. So it takes a lot of, like, there's a lot of psychology trauma that goes induced into this game. I mean, it's meant to be Vietnam, boy. Are there any French guns in the game? If I remember right, I think there's one or two of them on the Vietnamese side, but they just recently added Australians to the allies, essentially, like the US and the USMC. So they just had ARVN come in, the Australian forces. So I haven't played it since, so they got a bunch of Australian guns and a bunch of new shit. Do you remember what the guns are? There's the Type 76, the AKM, the 76 that folds, and I think it's the for the Vietnamese side they also have SKS, and for the French guns they're these little submachine guns, and I forgot. I think they're not Mac. I think they're like Mac 16s or something like that. I forgot the exact name of the gun. Mat 49, yes, it was the Mat 49, and there's also a custom Mat 49, which, so they had the standard Mac 49, yeah, they had the standard Mac 49, or whichever, it's that French gun, but it's 49, I remember the number now, and they have the Mat 49, okay, there we go, Mat 49, that's confirmed now. So they have the standard French gun, and then they have a modified version which fires a higher caliber weapon, or a high caliber bullet, so it's a little bit more deadlier, but it's a little bit more shitty with accuracy. There's also an MAS-38. They do not have that gun yet, because that's definitely not in there. But they also have the PPS-H for the North Vietnamese, the Mosin Ngat I said earlier, a double-barrel shotgun, which is pretty cool. Sawing off or hunting, or just like there's like 3 different double-barrel shotguns in the game. It's a fun game, dude. Like, check out some gameplay. If you guys don't know anything about it, just look up Rising Storm to Vietnam. And the gameplay is insane, dude. It, like, I don't even know how to explain it, honestly. There's so much. The PPS H-43, they have that gun as well. The North Vietnamese have the PPS-H, or I don't think they have the PPS-43, but they definitely have the PPS-H-41. And you can have the stick clips, or you can have drum mag, 2 drum mags, or like 4 stick clips, and it's pretty fun. No, wait, I remember they have the PPS-43. I remember now, they definitely have that too. How scared would you be if people could literally mind jack other people? Dude, like, possession in a way, basically? That would be fucking crazy, dude. Okay. Well, now we're listening to local news. I was hoping Lars was beyond. But, it's made of stamped steel. Yeah, I don't remember exactly all the ways the Russian guns are made, but I know a lot of it involves like stamped steel, and it's generally just like rugged and able. It's meant. A lot of the Russian guns are meant to take beatings, honestly, from what I can notice. It has a folding wire stock, yeah. And the PPS H-41 is the wooden stock for the most part. I mean, I think there's like some models, especially like modern models, that don't, but Russian technology is meant to be idiot-proof. That makes sense, considering that they like to drink their brains away with vodka. That was the Russian machine gun of choice before the AK-47. It wasn't technically a machine gun, though, so that's the main difference. Like, a machine gun would be like a DP-28, RPD, or an M249. Like, those are machine guns, but that would be considered a submachine gun, so it's just like sub. It was used similar to one. It was used similar to one. Submachine gun, then. Yeah. Well, see, I'm a gun enthusiast, so I get technical with some shit. I'm practical tactics. In practical tactics. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, a lot, for the guns in Rise Storm 2, there's, like, I think, there's, I don't know which new ones they got for the Australians, but I know they had, like, the M16, the M14. They also have the M1 Garand now, but I never knew that. Never had that yet, but they just added that too. What else they had? You know, there's a lot of guns they don't have yet that they need. Like, there's the BAR. I know that was used fairly, not commonly, but I think it was used a little bit. I think there's also the Johnson LMG. There's the, what else? I'm not, you know, it's kind of hard to, like, you know, pinpoint some of the guns, dude. It's a little, my knowledge is a little rusty. Got rusty knowledge. 80 round drum mags are extremely finicky or unreliable. Was an unreliable piece of shit. Damn, hella roasted that gun. It's a pretty cool looking gun though, but I can kind of imagine it being unreliable. I mean, a 20 round mag for what's considered a light machine gun, I think. I mean, I don't even know what that gun's considered totally. Is it like a like an automatic carbine rifle or some shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know what you would call that thing. I just know it's an automatic rifle because that's what BAR stands for, is Browning Automatic Rifle. So I have no idea. Was the best light machine gun on the market in World War I, save for the Madsen. Yeah, I know. As soon as the BAR came out, I knew, like, everybody instantly started loving that firearm, and I mean, I think it was even very popular amongst mafia and gangsters too. I figured the German guns were better. You know, I think I would probably say in a lot of ways, in World War II they probably had better weapons, but yo, are you drunk yet? No, I'm not. No. We stole Logan's rum. Good. Good. Well, hey, if you did, hey, bring it back. Bring it back. Hey. The rum? Rip City, the rum? Bring it over here. Come on. Fork it over. Oh, we got alerts. Shapiro alert. I'm just kidding. I don't know what that's all about. In World War I, the BAR was different from LMG since it had no bipod and was meant for being shot from the shoulder. Well, didn't they get bipods later on though? I'm pretty sure BARs later eventually did. We're going to a river to steal to sell wood dock. Oh shit, dude. Only in World War II. Okay, makes sense now. Germany was the most advanced side of the war, but they got fucked because of overwhelming Russian numbers. Yeah, that's what I mean. Because I know the Blitzkrieg. When you look at Russia, I mean, in World War II with Operation Barbarossa, like, holy shit. Do you realize how much land is Russia? I mean, what the fuck was Hitler thinking, you know? Like, he was just going to have, like, half his forces just blitzkrieg Russia and just expect it to go well like France? Did he expect that? Like, what was he literally... Like, I want to know what was actually in his mind at the time, dude. Like, I want to know what Hitler's psychology of that, like, of what was going on in his head at the time, dude. Like, does he realize how many, like, even reserved Russians on the... you know, on their borders were? I mean, they just came over a fucking civil war and a revolution. So there's still going to be a lot of people with guns still just chilling around. There's disorganized as fuck because you can see that in the early invasion. Like, I think most of the Russian forces at the border were, like, surrendered and were prisoners. Or were just shot and killed and shit. He invaded at the wrong time. I know that much. Like, when it came to weather, he did invade at the wrong time because there was, I think it was Mud's Rasputa or something like that, or Mud's Rasputin or something like that, which is the season of mud. And yeah, that was what caused them to fail in their invasion was that for the most part. There was a lot of other factors, of course, overwhelming numbers, but if it wasn't for the weather, they probably would have hit Moscow. The Russian winter literally kills. Damn straight, dude. But don't fuck with the Finnish winter, because even the Russians can't, like, you know, can't even succumb to a Finnish winter, dude. Like, the Finns, like, damn, dude. Even though they did, I think, in the end, lose, technically, I mean, they kicked some ass, bro. The Russian winter was really no colder than the German-Danish winters. Yeah, I think a lot of that was just due to being cut off from supplies and, of course, the season of mud. Logistics can't get through, and a lot of the German military at the time was very motorized and modernized compared to the rest of the world. So, if you're basing your military off of motorized logistics and you're in a very muddy, shitty, bogged down area, you're not going to get far. And also, supplies aren't going to get out. Didn't Hitler not provide troops with winterized gear? That's probably... You know, I don't think that was... I think that was probably, I think that's kind of a half-truth, because I think it's, like what we were talking about, like the logistics issue. Like, you can't get that shit out into, you know, to the front lines, where Russian aircraft can just easily bomb the fuck out of bogged down convoys of supplies and shit. I think it was a lot of that, for the most part. I don't think it was just Hitler straight up was like, I don't want to help the Eastern Front, fuck it. Because, I mean, when you looked at his divine plans and shit, he bit off way more than he could chew, for one. I mean, he should... If I was in his shoes, not saying that Hitler did anything good or whatever, but I would focus all my energy at fucking England first. Like, actually deal with England, because that really crippled the German Air Force with the Battle of Britain. And if you were able to focus strictly on Britain for a while before even considering Russia, considering the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact and their non-aggression pact and everything, they had an opportunity to really weigh in a little bit. And also, Trotsky wasn't in power, and if he was Jewish. He obviously doesn't like what Hitler was doing. Operation Sea Lion was deemed to be a waste of resources. I think that was probably due to the Navy, because Britain's... period, just had a superior navy. I don't think there's no contestant with that. Like, the German Navy was mostly U-boats and a couple of capital ships and, like, a few destroyers and shit, if I remember correctly. They didn't have a very large navy in the first place. They just focused strictly on submarine warfare, which was good considering what they can do. But, I mean, again, they bit off way more than they can chew. They shouldn't have seen Operation Sea Lion as a waste of resources. I mean, it might have been a struggle. It might have been a really big, long, fought-out battle, considering especially how patriotic British were at the time, I would say. So it probably would have taken a long time. But I think considering, like, if they were to correctly, like, do logistics and shit, I think they probably would have. If Trotsky was in power, he would have invaded Germany sooner. He believed in a never-ending revolution. The permanent revolution, yeah. Because that was his main philosophy in the Fourth International. And for the world, it's probably better he never took power. Yeah, I mean, honestly, who knows, dude? I mean, when it comes to the past, who fucking knows? I mean, I love alternate history, and I love delving into it. And when I think about how, like, Trotsky would have been in power, I think he would have Europe would definitely either be mostly Eastern European, I guess you can say. If you look at what modern Eastern Europe looks like, it would definitely look a lot more like that throughout most of Europe at that point. I think all of Germany would have probably been East Germany in our time. Do you watch Alternate History Hub? Of course, dude. Of course. I mean, if I love alternate history, I'm definitely going to, you know, check out Alternate History Hub. You need to come to the southern state and stock up on ammo. Hey, we got ammo up here, too. I keep hearing rumors about some shit about, you know, ammunition bans or some shit. I bought a huge amount of Turkish ammo. Oh, shit. See, that's probably why I should go in the South, because you got foreign ammo. See, like, here, the ammo's actually produced in the States, so it's civilian grade. It's ammunition bans? Okay. I was just confirming, because I was genuinely hearing shit about that the other day, and I was like, what the fuck? Then again, it was just when I was hanging out with a bunch of friends and those random people we were talking with and shit, so I see that as nothing but pure bullshit. So, I mean, why would you do an ammunition ban and just keep guns? You might as well just ban both if at that case, you know? So it just seems like totally fruitless and meaningless. Like, why? Like, if you're gonna have a gun, you sort of need ammo. If you're gonna ban ammo, then why are you gonna have guns? It's just like... It's just kind of like, you might as well just ban both at that point, but I don't believe in banning anything, so we should ban neither. So, yeah. But what was that comment there before? I bought a huge amount of Israeli ammo. Oh shit, bro. Some Israeli ammo. Any sort of projectile over 20 millimeters is filled with explosive material is deemed explosive device and is thus subject to ATF restriction. Okay. Which makes sense. I can see. I mean, when it comes to, like, my views of, gun regulations, I would say that, you know, the ATF would, when it comes to, like, if people want to have, like, a Bofors 20mm as a collection piece that they keep in their fat hunk of property, I have no problem with that, you know? So, what about laser rifles? Should Americans be banned from owning laser rifles. I mean, I'm sure laser rifles are probably becoming a thing right now, but I don't think there's any, like, standardized laser rifles, so I would probably say no. Just because, I mean, I don't think there's, like, a actual laser rifle you could probably, like, buy off the internet or some shit. I mean, I have no idea. I don't, like I said, I don't know if there's much about laser rifles besides I know that they're being worked on and experimented with and shit, and I know there's, like, laser forms of weaponry that involve lasers and shit, but I don't know if it's, like, straight up, like, a laser rifle that, like, you can, like, incinerate or kill someone with or some shit. I mean, I guess there is the death ray, but that's not a laser. So, I have no idea. That delves into some crazy science-y shit that I have no understanding of. I'm definitely not gonna have an understanding of, but I can make up understanding here in a minute, but I'm not gonna have an understanding. Definitely not. What about plasma rifles, or gauze rifles, or railguns? Where do we draw the line? I say we draw the lines at fucking nukes. You know what? No, we just don't draw a line. We just let people own anything. Chemical weapons, nukes. You know, if you want the SAR fucking bomba, you can have a goddamn SAR bomba. Why not? Have you ever seen the Lakhti L-39? It's a self-loading Finnish anti-tank rifle used in the Winter War. I've seen anti-tank rifles. I don't think I've seen the L-39. I might have in pictures. Like, I've seen pictures of, like, troops out on the front lines in the Finnish War and shit. So I may have, like, seen it, but not actually seen it. It's huge. I think I might have seen it, actually. I mean, anti-tank rifles are fucking huge in the first place. It requires 2 people to carry. Okay, I actually might have seen it. I may have seen it. I mean, I'll check it out later here in a minute. But I'm pretty sure I've seen it. There's videos of them firing. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think we'll have to check out a video of that, too. Because I think that'll be necessary. I forgot his name, but yeah. Okay, well, Carl just answered your question there. I was about to answer it, but I was in the middle of a hit, so I couldn't really answer that. Damn it, Carl, you answered before me. I'm supposed to answer this shit. I'm supposed to. I don't care. You know I don't give a fuck. I mean, all these streams is meant for, like, chat discussions and all that fun shit. Checking out videos and stuff, so. You know I don't give a fuck. Fuck Dave Rubin. Fuck Dave Rubin. Fuck Dave Rubin. And while we're at it, fuck Sam Harris a little bit, too. A little bit. I haven't seen his, shit, but I was watching, of course, the Abby Martin, interviewing Kyle, and he was basically like, really? A little bit. Because he was saying, because I remember, what's the beef with Harris? He said that Glenn Greenwald wasn't a real journalist, even though he's a journalist for The Intercept, because I think he founded The Intercept, and he has a Pulitzer. So, I mean, he kind of just threw shade at Glenn for no reason. I mean, I was check out the Abby Martin interview with Kyle, because that's on his channel, because he kind of delves into it a little bit. I mean, I don't like outwardly beefed up. I'm beefing with Harris, but I mean, there's just a few things I'm like, what the fuck, really? It's a reputable journalist, but he disingenuously shat on Sam Harris. Oh, I didn't know about that. See, I actually don't know if like Glenn has beef with him too. His work with Assange is good. Huh. Well, see, I don't know too much about Harris besides just some of the shit that people criticize him over. Glenn Beck. Not Glenn Beck. Oh God, not Glenn Beck. We're definitely not talking about Glenn. We know Glenn Beck is not even a propagandist. He's just gone. He's beyond. He's like his own entity. He's just. I don't even know what to call Glenn. He's just nuts, dude. The guy is nuts. Glenn Beck. Ah. How was he on TV? Like how? Oh. Greenwald exposed the surveillance state. I have his book on that actually. I think it's called I forgot the name. I'm blanking on the name, and it's in my damn library. I'll look at it in a second. But Alex Jones is more sane than Glenn Beck. You know, I actually have to say that, dude, because Glenn Beck is just, I don't even know what to call him, dude. He's just, he's so religiously fringe, and, like, he's just, like, I think he just, like, I mean, do you see what his, like, little studio is? It's like a recreation of the fucking White House office, dude. It's like, what? And it's like, it's done in his own little unique way, and he's just sitting, and it's like, dramatic as fuck. Like, the cameras all are zoomed in, and, you know, like, they're sitting at their tables, and they're, like, zoomed in, like, this close and shit, and whatever. It's crazy. Alex Jones has been putting a lot of Jesus in his content recently. Yeah, I've noticed, too, and he's like, I think give it like another year or two, and I may say that Jones might be worse than Beck. But right now, Beck is worse in my opinion, because he's doing worse. Because even his own thing, The Blaze, is failing, dude. Like, he can't even keep his business going, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure it's either been bankrupt or is about to. Has a lot of sycophant faggots on there that suck his cock. Yeah, I mean, he's like in this little office. He has these people scattered across the room, sitting in different chairs and shit, and they have cameras angled all in the random corners of the room, just freaking like zoomed in for dramatic effect. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're trying to be TV that's not on TV, but at the same time, you're not trying to be news either. But I don't know what he is, dude. He's just this, I don't know. Let me ask you this, is he worse than Pat Robertson? Oh, man. That's a good question. That's a good question, actually. I gotta think on this one. Pat Robertson worse than Glenn Beck. I think just because Pat Robertson is just, like, nearly... because he, like, sucks the souls out of children, basically, to keep his life alive, to keep his soul going. I feel like he may be a little worse. I am. Yeah, you suck the souls of children to keep your own life force alive, bro. That's what you do. That's what you do, man. I see you hide children in there and you suck the souls out of them and then you dispose of the corpse in our backyard. I see it. I see it every night. Oh, it's terrible, crazy shit going on over here, dude. Who's that in the background? That is Papa Rob's son. You know, the old dude who was in the past few streams? That's his kid. That's his kiddo who lives in this fat, colorful room within a room. He's in a room that's in a house with a bunch of rooms. Illuminati heart attack guns. Where did I hear that from? I think I heard that on the radio. I think some lady was talking about that, and I was like, what the fuck? Heart attack guns by the Illuminati, dude? Is that the old stoner guy's son? It indeed is. Secular talk. That's where I remembered it from. Okay. See, you know, it's like, it's not hard to find crazy fringe right, or just fringe people that go nuts. You know, it's not hard to find that anywhere, so it gets all mixed up. Like radio, TV, fucking the internet, who knows. Like, it gets all mixed up in my head because they're all crazy. I labeled them as crazy and just put it under that. The old guy was hitting the bong hard. He does, dude. And this little dude, this little guy right here, this thing is harsh as fuck. Like, I tried taking hits out of this and it just kills my throat. I don't know what it is, but he takes it like champ, dude. And he doesn't, like, hardly cough at all afterwards. He just, like, he gets his face going, and then he's like, does that, and just sits there. It's like, damn, dude. We need more crazy fringe lefties to balance out the crazy right-wingers. I feel like we do, but they're just so insidiously shit and trash that even we hate them, dude. You know, the the far SGWs and the radical vegans and some of the crazy lefty anti-vaxxers and shit. Like, I guess that's kind of more generalized. That can go anywhere. But, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, it's just that some of them are generally more quiet, or they're just extremely loud and they're just so stupid that, like, even we can't somewhat defend their crazy and insane shit. Do you think Joe Rogan has become a right-wing ball washer of late? I think he has. You know, I think he kind of, when it comes to his show, I feel like he, with what Joe Rogan does, I think he definitely, likes to not cause a lot of, like, argumentative, you know, vibing and shit, you know. He doesn't want to get super, like, argumentative and, like, try to, like, criticize every little thing that people talk about. He does, for sure, but I don't think he's, like, ball-washing the right wing, but I definitely think he invites them far more than the left, that's for sure. Like, he had, like, a little phase of inviting lefties like Abby Martin, Jimmy Dore, and Kyle, but, I mean, compared to, when it comes to politics, who he invites, he definitely invites a lot more people on the right than people on the left. I don't think he ball-washes them, but I like Joe, but he's been sucking off Shapiro and Peterson. Yeah, I feel like that's just been the big craze lately, is to suck off Peterson and Shapiro, and I just can't, I don't get that, dude. It's like, if you actually listen to some of the shit they say, it's just dumb as fuck. I have a right-wing friend who thinks Kyle is a sycophantic left-wing cocksucker. Well, I got a father who fucking thinks everything on the internet is, like, fucking lies, scrupulous, weird, stupid bullshit done by liberals in the deep state. So, I mean, you know, there's that. There's that, dude. So, I mean, I live with that because it was born from me. Are you just giving shade to my fans by giving them the fingers? We got fucking, like, shade.
Hello.
It's all good. My roommates listen to Shapiro and Crowder religiously. I still feel so bad for that dude. You gotta pressure. I feel like the best way to do that is, like, okay, like, ask him a bunch of questions and then just, like, refute it, like, one by one, like, little bits at a time. Like, just pressure them on their actual beliefs and see if they really genuinely believe what the fuck they're actually thinking. Like, and whenever you're talking about more left views, like universal healthcare and shit, don't even bring up, like, left, like, political labels and shit. Just talk about just the actual, like... It's hard to do it with people who are probably religiously Crowder or Shapiro listeners, but people I live with who are right-wing don't listen to that fucking shit. So it's a little bit easier for me to open up my view, open up more leftist or more populist views, I should probably say better, populist views, towards... more conservatives here. So, I mean, I don't know. Alright, Venom, well, that's the question for you there. For you there, good sir. Does your sister like having her bunghole eaten out? Oh, God. Carl, what? You asked the most interesting questions. The most interesting of questions. Oh, boy. What to do if you could, sir? Uh-oh. She does, but she would rather eat someone's ass. Did you see Kyle's golf swing? He has legs. I have seen it. And do you see how poor of quality that video is? Do you really think he has legs, sir? Do you think he does have... Damn, my kind of chick. Yeah, she sounds like my kind of chick too, Al, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna admit that shit too. But back to Kyle's golf swing with his legs. He's a cyborg. See, okay. He's part cyborg, yes, I would have to say that. Because he replaced his legs, okay, with a platform that, it's like a belt, you know, but it's not a belt, it's like a literal, like, platform that just kind of confines to his waist and kind of, you know, it's attached to him. And it hovers, it helps him hover and shit. And whenever he's in public, like, it provides a hologram to at least assume that he has legs. I mean, that video was so poor quality, I mean, that shit could have even been CG fucking I. I mean, he probably couldn't even had that at that point, but we all know how much he loved Seltzer even before the exposure, so, you know, the Seltzer money could go deeper than we think. He has that 15-inch robot cot that could have a vibrating feature, and also it has, like, other different features that, that would straight up be, like, I don't fucking know, like, fucking getting, like, super, like, Red Rocket dong or some shit for, like, a robot dick or some shit. Like, he could do whatever the fuck he wanted with that. I mean, because if he doesn't have legs, then I'm assuming that he would at least have to be, you know, transhumanist enough to have, like, a cyborg dick or some shit. I'm sure he can conform that to however he wants. If he wanted a goddamn horse cock, I bet Kyle can fucking have a horse dick and just fucking go railing at some chick. I mean, like, he's got the fucking, like, you know, components down there for it. Who do you think will win in a fight, Steven Crowder or Ben Shapiro? Okay, as much as I like to say Steven Crowder's this closeted cross-dresser who likes to make up an excuse to dress as a woman every 3 weeks, I would have to say Steven Crowder because he looks a little bit more beefy than squiggly, twiggy little Ben Shapiro. So I'll have to say that maybe Steven Crowder will actually have to win a fight against Ben Shapiro, but I don't know when they'd ever have a fight. I think they'd just end up wrestling each other down to the ground, making out, and start butt-fucking each other. She is mostly lesbian, but sometimes fucks guys. Her words, not mine. So she's a bisexual, but more gay than straight, basically. So the opposite of me. Good old Crowder with his fucking beefy cross-dressing ways, dude. I mean, if it wasn't for, like, Crowder's beefiness, I would have to say maybe Ben can probably just kick Crowder in the shin a few times and he'd start crying like a baby and curl up. But I just honestly feel like they would just eventually, fucking, like, start making out, fucking butt fucking instead of after they wrestle each other to the ground and shit. I think that's what would happen. She likes to fuck all my friends. Well, oh, damn, dude. Damn. Your sister, like, damn, your sister seems to be very, very lusty there. I don't think Ben Shapiro could beat up a child. Okay. I honestly don't think he could either. I think he would just feel so bad. He would be like, my wife's a doctor, don't hurt me. I don't want my... Ah. I feel like that's what he would be like. He's like, my wife's a doctor, don't hurt me. Ah. Actually, that should be his excuse. It's like, my wife's a doctor, fuck me up. It's like, I'll just be good. I'll be good. My wife can heal me up for free, but you have to pay for it, bitch. Because universal health care is, you know, will enslave my wife. Can't believe that's his fucking excuse. Like, he doesn't like universal health care because supposedly it would enslave his wife. Like, what? Does he not know that the idea that she would still have... Have you heard that people are saying socialized medicine is the same as slavery? Yeah, because, I mean, Ben Shapiro says it, because he thinks his wife will be slavery. I would fuck your sister, Venom, to be honest. Carl the Savage over here. Carl the fucking Savage. I'm okay with slaving his wife, then. Yeah, I mean, if freaking socialized medicine and universal healthcare and shit is, like, all freaking, you know, slavery, then call me a hardcore enslavist, because... that's the most dumbest shit I've ever heard, to be honest. Like, how you still, like, a doctor's still making money. They're not going to be enslaved. Like, literally, the job of a doctor won't change. Like, the production of, you know, pharmaceuticals and shit won't change. The big factor is that insurance companies are not going to be insurance companies. It's going to be just basic rights to healthcare and just basic rights to, you know, to be ensured that you're going to be all right in the end. You know, when it comes to your personal life and shit. Oh, what? American niggerism has really come to ripeness. Oh, God. That's true, dude. That, in some ways, that is a little true. I mean, it's not, may not be literal slavery, but, I mean, fuck. The way, you know, how low minimum wages are and shit, and just, like, how... you know, exploited the lower classes and shit are just for monetary gain of a few. Looks somewhat similar to what slavery is. It's just, as Rick and Morty says it, just a few extra steps. A few extra steps. So, I mean, as entirely it's not, but I mean, it for the most part, like, modernized, whatever the fuck we have now is just fucked. It's just definitely, like, practically slavery in a few senses. It's just not literal, because you get enough money to survive. That's about it. Most people don't really live comfortably here that much anymore. Right-wingers comparing car insurance to health insurance. Yeah, like, health insurance, like, yeah, because health insurance totally isn't, like, making sure your personal health and well-being is actually up, you know, up to good condition, while your car... a monetary, lifeless object that you use to transport yourself quick distances and or large distances under quick amounts of time. Yeah, there's totally a comparison. Totally. Like, that's what the fuck they think. Like, just to compare, like, just because the word insurance is in health insurance and car insurance and house insurance and all this shit, they're all comparable, when health insurance honestly is legitimately not comparable. Like, if I broke my arm, do you think I'm going to be able to spend 10K or however the fucking much it is to fix that shit? No, I'm not. I literally don't even have $1,000, dude. Like, I can't even afford that emergency if that ever was to be the case. I live on $800 a month. I walk everywhere because I can't afford a vehicle insurance. Yeah, me neither. I take transportation, public transit, and ride a bike. That's what I do. And I walk. I mean, and if anything, it's a little bit more healthy than, you know, driving, actually, because you're actually using your own human energy in a sense, and you're, you know, getting a little fit at the same time. So there's a little bit more of a benefit, you know, in doing that. I mean, there's a lot popping. Okay, both, okay. Ben Shapiro compared furniture to healthcare. Oh God, did he? Oh God, I didn't even hear that. But okay, we might have to check that out. Woo, the lucrative disabled money. Oh shit, you are? Damn, dude. I actually just met somebody who was yeah, and did debate with Jank. Oh, that makes sense, because I didn't watch the entire debate with Jank in Ben Shapiro, because there was just so much cringe going on that I was like, I just can't handle this, dude. It's like so bad. But now I'm actually kind of curious about him. But while that's being responded, I'm going to look back because I missed one. Slavery has just changed color and purpose. Now there's equal opportunity in slavery and has removed the color to class. Basically, that's kind of where a lot of the change happened. Is now it's not by color, it's by class. Got fucked up back from a car accident. Really shouldn't be walking around like I do, but I gotta eat. Damn, dude. Shit, man. And you see, if we had like a more universal healthcare system, that probably wouldn't be as big issue as it is for you right now. I couldn't say how, to be honest, because there's so much, like, you know, deep fucking detail you can really get into all of it, and, like, you know, and all different solutions to certain ailments and shit. I mean, I can't you know, predict that, but I mean, I'm sure that with universal healthcare you'll be able to afford options, basically, because you're essentially your own personal health and right to have, you know, good health and well-being, you know, essentially overrides the affordability of all that, because it's like usually done out of taxes at that point. Damn, I mean, that does suck, dude. Nah, not my cup of tea, lol. Prefer redheads. Your sister at least owes Y to eat her turd cutter every now and then. What? Kratom can help you, Venom. And also, just a lot of weed. Just a lot of bud, kratom, and I don't know what else could possibly help, honestly, because I could not recommend fucking, like, pills and shit, dude. I just couldn't. Like, because, like, my mom just recently came back from rehab, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, but even with that, I mean, she shouldn't even have came back, but her insurance won't pay for all the days. Hey, another reason for universal healthcare, so my mom could actually get fucking better instead of, you know, sitting here and prolonging her suffering a little more. So, you know, now because the doctors and shit and the people taking care of her got her so regimented on, you know, pill medication and all these fucking opioids and shit, now she actually gets twitches and shit when she doesn't fucking actually take her medication on time or whatever. So now she's, for all intents and purposes, addicted to opioids, which is fucked. You know, now my mom's addicted. It's like, you know, how am I supposed to defend our healthcare system when people like my mom are just getting exploited? Are my parents separated? They are not. They are definitely not. They have arguments and, you know, things. And you would probably, and if you lived here for a month, you would wonder if they actually are, but no, they're not. I mean, it's not like we don't all get along here, but I mean, we just all, it's just that, yeah, I mean, it's just like, because shit's just strenuous, dude. I mean, like, with, like, financials and shit, I mean, I can get into so much personal shit that, you know, I probably shouldn't say, but I mean, it gets deep as, like, there's a lot of shit that gets into the factor. Sorry, Evan. They should have something, but don't without side effects. Yeah, I mean, like the medications my mom takes now. I mean, now she has, like, addictive withdrawal side effects, not just even her average side effects, you know, just from taking it. So it's just, you know, whenever I, like, look at her and see all the fat things and medications and shit that just, like, are on side, it really, it for the longest time, I've always said that worries the shit out of me, and for good reason, and I think my point's being proven right now. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how she's doing to try, I mean, she knows, she's actually aware that she says, you know, for a 10% I'm addicted, so I'm like, yeah, well, fix it. We gotta, like, try to fix that shit. So, I mean, we can't, you know, fucking go to a rehab, because insurance won't pay for that shit, because they want that. They want her to keep taking pills and shit, so we just gotta fucking do it ourselves at that point. Was she just on opiates? No, she wasn't, like, addicted to straight up opiates and shit. She has a bad back from uterine cancer because the radiation just fucking, like, straight up fucked her back up. I mean, you know how radiation will fuck people up, you know? So, that, on top of her being, she was also a little overweight, too, at the time, and she still is, but she's been trying to lose the weight for her surgery, and, but, I mean, with that, plus her bad back, and, that makes it almost impossible for her to walk, and she needs all these medications to kind of keep her fucking... from what I know, she's only taking, like, one opiate, which is the painkiller, and then the rest is just all sorts of other shit that is supposed to, like, help her fucking, at this point, her deformed body because it got irradiated. I mean, there's... So, I think there's at least, like, one or two. I know one of them is oxycodone. So, I think that's, and I looked that up, and that's highly addictive, so I think that's the one that they kept, like, getting her, because she's in fucking constant pain all the time, too, and it's not just, like, my fucking back hurts, it's like, she screams out, like, she can't fucking walk because of it, dude. I mean, and it's brutal as fuck, like, you know, and it sucks when you just can't really do much about it, you know, and you just kind of have to sit there and just be like, well, fuck, dude, you can't do anything. Alabama. Oh shit, you're in Alabama. How do you feel about that that faux populist Doug Jones over there, dude? Because that guy, I mean, that guy honestly was just the most... Opiates constipate the fuck out of you. That probably explains why my mom bitches why she can't shit. So, I never knew that, because she gets fiber a lot. She eats a lot of fruit, because I make her. I buy fruit for her and make her eat it. And, a lot of strawberries, too, and even then, yeah. Well, that explains it. I never knew that, actually, so that's an interesting little note. I'll have to tell her that. Learned a little new fact about opiates and shit. The guy was getting butt from disappeared. Well, that sucks. At least it didn't rob you. Like, a couple of people have been recently, and from what I've been hearing in these illegal states, like, Cult of Dusty got robbed, and as much as he could be a loudmouth, aggressive fuck, I mean, you know, it's just like, dude, that sucks. I mean, damn. Like, no one should be robbed over weed, dude. Like, I mean, I'm kind of glad you just kind of called this dude out, because that means the authorities can just arrest him at that point. Like, if you're calling someone out who robbed some shit, he did, lol, ran off of 180 bucks. Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, like, if someone's stealing shit from you, just call them out. Like, at that point, I don't call that doxing. I call that, we're getting information about a theft, and this is gonna be an arrest, bitch. And that's like being, I mean, I knew this guy from childhood. Yeah, like, you know, that's fucked, too. That's the fucked part, dude. You knew someone for that long. You had such a close trust and bond with this person that you knew them from childhood, and then suddenly you break it like that. Imagine what the fuck he was thinking as all that was happening right before him, dude. Imagine that. Like, I couldn't eat. I would be. I don't give a fuck how weak or scraggly or twiggy I am as a person or whatever the fuck, or for anything. I would put up a fight a little bit. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. You're gonna do this to me after such a long bond of friendship and shit and trust. Nah, fuck you, dude. Like, you're not. Like, I ain't giving you shit. And, fuck you. You know, if you come up with me with that knife, I'm calling the cops right here and there, and I'm gonna just drive off, so fuck you. Like, it's like, I don't give a shit if they, you know, try to come at me while I'm driving off and shit. You know, if they want to injure themselves and get their dumbass ran over, that's their fault. I mean, but, then again, I've never been robbed for fucking weed, so I don't know what I would do in such a situation. I mean, I've never been robbed in general. I mean, I live around a lot of homeless, because where Johnson Creek is, it's like way the fuck over here, and it's down a hill, and a lot of the homeless don't really come up this hill. So, I haven't been robbed, but I'm pretty sure I've been threatened with shit about being robbed and stuff. Johnson Creek. It's this little watershed that I live right by, and the Springwater Corridor is another name for it. And the fucking place is riddled with homeless, dude. It's really sad. Like Johnson Creek, lol. Hey, it's a nice little creek though. It's my little home creek. I lost a tooth to an idiot at me with a bat. Holy fuck! I put a knife in his throat for that. I didn't kill him though, because I don't want that on my mind. Like, if he came at me and smacked me with a bat, I would just slash his fucking arm and then put it up against his throat. Like, you fucking knocked a tooth out me, you're good. You would at least go to prison for manslaughter. Like, at least, dude. Like, if you, like, I think you'd be lucky for that. Like, unless you can make a very good, damn compelling case for that shit. But, yeah. I mean, I would just lash him, put the throat, and be like, if you fucking do that again and come at me like that, you crazy fuck, I will, I won't hesitate. And, stomp his face in the fucking pavement and walk off and be like, come back at me, see what happens, bitch. like, if people are just gonna straight up attack me, I haven't been, but I won't hesitate to defend myself with my life. Like, like, I'm gonna treat you like you're gonna try to kill me, so you correlated my case that it was self-defense. Well, that was good. Like, it's like self-defense definitely needs to be a major factor that people need to consider, dude. Seems like a lot of cases it's not. Like, if it's like a really brutal self-defense, like you didn't need to go over the top with your defense and shit, there should probably be like a fine or something. Or if it was like a manslaughter self-defense case, depending on that situation. But I mean, if someone's trying to kill you in some shit and you kill them for defense of your literal life, like, I generally don't know if I would consider that manslaughter, but straight up self-defense. I would probably say do community service or some shit because you killed somebody and you shouldn't do that, period. But I mean, fuck, if you're gonna like defend yourself and shit, and your life is literally on the line, like, I mean, that really needs to actually be a consideration in court, and it doesn't seem like it is like that often. But I don't know. I don't go into all court cases and shit around this country. They just said something on Fox about Republicans having to come up with a new write-off / replace Obamacare again. I can't wait. Oh, God. It was actually something I saw in the news about an hour ago about Trump signing an executive order on this shit about ending family separation at the border. And if that's true, good. Because what the fuck we're doing there, what we've done there, like separating thousands of children with their families and shit is just absolutely horrendous and fucked. It's that, like, that is so, like, that is straight up against the 8th Amendment, because that's cruel and unusual punishment right there, dude. He did sign it. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. They want to, quote, fix Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. Yeah, replace fix with privatize, and that's what they're fixing it with. Even though it's already privatized as fuck. But ACLU is going to court. Damn, dude. Sounds like there's gonna be some crazy shit about that. Now I was selling him to him at the time he didn't like that. I jacked up the price on him because he pissed me off. Oh, damn, dude. If you piss a deal off, expect a little bit of a price hike. I mean, come on, that happens, dude. I mean, if someone's pissing you off, dude, I mean, you can't, that trust starts to dwindle a little bit. You break a little bit of that trust in friendships. So, I mean, you're not going to have that same respect as you once did unless it starts getting built back up over time. And I got an itchy fucking leg right now. I'm just using my Zippo torch to scratch it. It's just fucking working, but I don't want to, like, over-scratch myself, dude. Fucking flea. Like, it has to be flea season or some shit, dude, because I've been noticing, like, fleas all over our pets, so we need to get, like, flea treatment and shit for all of them. Putting kids ever for 20 days is unacceptable, they say. I think putting kids in general, unless they legitimately did something fucked in prison or jails, is just inhumane and fucked in general, dude. So, and unacceptable. Like, how are your pets doing? They're all doing good. I mean, our dogs, they are weird because our little one, Bella, who, she eats a fuck ton and is fat as fuck. And then her little brother, Bear, he's larger but skinnier and lighter weight, but he's larger in size. And he doesn't eat that much. Like, But our cats, you know, they're just cats. They do their thing. Like Bandit, Curly's outside, and my cat's chilling somewhere in the house. I mean, the other cats are too. I don't know what the fuck they do. You know, they're doing fine. But it's hot as fuck in here. I'm probably gonna make the hop over in the other room because fuck this heat. I had a flea problem with cats. It's bad. 300 to a bomb the house to kill fleas. Yeah, we got like little flea bombs and shit too. And we got just flea treatment. I heard like doing a flea pill medication for pets is better than actually putting like some treat on there. I wonder if the pets can get a contact high. I know that dogs can. I don't know about cats. But I have a couple times unintentionally got my cat high because we hotboxed the fuck out of my room and she happened to be in there. Her eyes were like, well, it's like this. It was like she was like doing some funny shit. So she was high, but I wouldn't say she probably had the same high as like a human would. Your cat got high, lol. Yeah, it's funny, dude. I mean, I've blown smoke in a bandit's face before, but he just sits around and lays around and sleeps most of the time when he's in the house. So he did that right afterwards, so I never saw a difference in what he does. Like Bandit, the snowball cat, who I bring on in the stream a lot because I like to hold him and shit. He's a fat bastard that doesn't give a shit how you hold him and how he like flops himself. Did she seem relaxed to freak out? Relaxed, but she gets freaked out easily, so I mean, she's a skittish cat. One of your picks for stream, look at him. What? One of your picks for stream. Oh yeah, I think I did do a picture for one of my streams. One of the thumbnails was him. I don't remember, but I bring him on a lot. I was looking for him earlier outside because but didn't see him. Sometimes he likes to just lay in shade and shit outside, but I have no idea what he does. Just going out and counting about, just around this little neighborhood. Oh shit. Man, it's really hot in here. Hate summer, dude. Like, I love summer, but I hate it. I hate it for the weather and the temperature. I'm jealous of your cat because she can get high, not he. My cat's a female. But we got 2 male cats and the rest are female. And we got 5 cats overall, so 3 females and 2 males. And I'm going inside to watch some videos because it is just hot as fuck in here. I just can't hang in here, dude, anymore. I'm like just sweating balls now. Like, look at me, dude. Hold up, let me get in the light. Let me get in the light. Where, like, I mean, you can tell. I mean, look how fucking shiny my face is, dude. Ugh, it's fucking hot. Oh my god. Oh, and it feels so nice in here. It feels nice and warm. Alright. Oh, nice and warm. What? Oh, hey. It's 420. I'm going back inside. I'm going back in there. It's 420. We gotta take that hit for that 420. It's 420, dude. I didn't even realize that. Let me see that shiny long hair. It's right here, dude. Boom. I can use that as a mustache to cover my real one. Alright, gotta take this really quick because it's 420. And then I'm gonna go back in there. I didn't realize it was literally 420 or else I would have just stayed, but no. Wow, I came in here and now it's cooler, so I guess walking in my house made things cooler in here, so that was at least good. It's 7:22 here. Damn. Well, it's 4:20 somewhere in the world, right? And it's 4:20 here, so I'm taking the opportunity and taking advantage. Oh, well, it's 4:22 now. Damn, I'm a little late, but who gives a shit? I called the hit I did earlier an unintentional 420 hit, but this is going to be the official. Okay, now we're going back. Because I have videos to watch. And we're going to watch them. Jeez, I am fucking sweaty, dude. Damn. Is there anyone in there? That bathroom's just been on. Someone's just been chilling there in there all day or some shit. Ah, deep fat fried. Get out of my way. Everything's in my way. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christo. That's what I like to say every night. Close the door, because I don't want to get loud and annoy everybody. Alright, TV, turn on. There we go. I don't know why you turned off. Oh, you also gotta like... There's also that other video of the... What was that other thing that was being mentioned earlier that I had to check out? Just gonna look back up here. Where was it? Damn, must have been really back up there. I don't even know where it is, fuck it. Jason Crawford. Oh yeah, that was right. Jason Crawford, okay. Gonna have him off on the side here. Okay, I have a musical dude who has like no subscribers in 5 videos. I don't think that's him. Jackson. Oh, why did I say Jason? What? Whoa! There's a... What? I got a YouTube link in the research bar somehow. What was that? Okay, here he is. This guy does not look like he would be a Old Norse dude, because he looks like a cowboy. Looks like a cowboy, dude. Holy shit. And what the fuck is that? I don't know what that was. Let's we'll just check out a random little video here. We'll check out a random little video here first and see what we got. Man, there's a lot of shit. I don't even know where to start. Fuck it. I'm just gonna have to pick something. I'm gonna have to pick something random, but there's a lot. You know what? We'll go here. Norse sports and games. We'll check.
Numerous sagas mention some kind of...
Holy shit! That's his voice. I did not expect that voice out of this cowboy hat wearing of a man. Okay, well.
Played by the Vikings.
I'll subscribe here.
Knot maker, literally, ball game. This game was played with some kind of ball called a knotter and a puck or stick called...
Damn, that's spot on accent, dude. Damn, spot on pronunciation. Knotter. So, I guess they're talking about a game, or he's talking about a game called Naktjörður, which involves a ball called a knotter. So, that's interesting.
Knatre, literally ball tree. Knotter just means ball, and the root is knat. The rules of the game are not well understood, but it seems to have been something like lacrosse or hockey. The sticks seem to have had some kind of a net on them that you could use to catch the ball, and then it was sort of lobbed into some kind of goal area protected by a goalie-like figure. In the sagas, such as Gisli's saga, where the ball game is a big dramatic event that we follow along with as readers not fully understanding the rules, we also see that apparently what you might do is organize kind of a league of men on your farm to play against the men of another farm, and this might be watched by other people in the neighborhood. These games often break down into fights, much like modern hockey.
I love that shade at hockey. That was funny.
People with the sticks or with the ball, and this also provides some dramatic fodder for the sagas as well. There's been a good study of this ball game published recently by B.A. Thurber in Scandinavian Studies. I'll put the bibliographic info for that at the bottom of the screen. Now, another game that the Vikings are known for is their board game. The name for this is Hnefatafl, or sometimes it's just called Tavl. The game seems to have been played on a board that was perhaps 11 by 11 or 13 by 13 squares, to judge from the boards that have been found in archaeological digs. And what seems to have been done is you have a few pieces in the middle that surround a king piece, and then some pieces around the edges. And those pieces around the edges are the attacker player, and the pieces around the king figure are the defender player. And what the defender has to do is get the king to one of the corners of the board before the attacker player can surround the king piece with his pieces. So it's something like chess, but with two sides having pretty different goals, not trying to get to the other end of the board, but one trying to get to the outside and one trying to surround one particular piece.
Yeah, so that does sound like a variation of chess, but that sounds pretty cool. That sounds like a cool game. I'd totally play that. Okay, that was from earlier. I was about to be like, what the fuck? I got the Jackson part, but okay. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure there was all sorts of different games that they played at the time, but I know skiing was one thing too. He talks about mythology too. Oh yeah, I definitely noticed, like, all these videos, I didn't know what to choose from. Like, there was all sorts of different, like, mythological things he discusses into that are long videos, and then a lot of his other ones are a little bit more shorter, and I just picked one of the shorter ones. But that's cool. I'm gonna have to check this guy out. I already subscribed, so yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out. He has the best backgrounds for his video. Dude, yeah, for real, look at this. I'm gonna full screen it up right here, but check this out. Like, look at this fucking screen, dude. Look at this background. He has, like, the fat mountain on the side. He's just right behind a tree. He's wearing his cowboy hat because he's freaking in Wyoming or Colorado. It said it was in Colorado and UC Berkeley. Something like that. Let me see here. Dr. Jackson Crawford is an instructor for Old Nordic Studies and Nordic Program Coordinator at the University of Colorado Boulder, formerly UC Berkeley and UCLA. Okay, okay. I bet he ripped some bong hits off the camera. He probably, I don't know, he doesn't look like the guy who does, but there's a lot of people who just don't look like they would, so he might, it wouldn't surprise me. Definitely wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, this guy's dope. I'm gonna, make sure I'm subscribed. I just want to make sure. Just make sure, in fact, I'm just gonna turn the bell on just in case, because, you know, fucking YouTube. Because he's still uploading. He just uploaded something from a day ago, so he's still going. He's still doing this thing. But alright, time for my stuff. I think, might as well, I did mention I had a Brett Keane video, so I think we might as well just delve into this. Because he throws shade at the Amazing Atheist, of course, because we know how Brett Keane is. Here, I'm gonna try to fix some of this fucking, there we go. There we go. Much better. Not so bad now, is it? Gotta love Brett. Damn straight, dude. You gotta love Brett Keane.
Alright. Let's go ahead and resubscribe to this.
He resubscribes to him, too. That's the funny part.
I was subscribed a while back, but apparently whenever you delete your account...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane.
Or you remove
from God
all your
TV
videos
Radio.
and bullshit. It unsubscribes you to people. So there we are. We are subscribed now. And where the fuck is the little bell thing?
Where the fuck is the little bell thing? Is there a little bell thing?
Oh. Well, I guess there isn't a fucking bell thing anymore. Unless I'm blind as a bat. Okay. So we have a video here, 21 minutes and 1 second long, about the Amazing Atheist claiming that religion gives people comfort.
Who, Natalie Mars? That lady came up on my CC. I don't know how that came up. I'm pretty sure I know how that came up. And her big butthole, and they said, I know that girl has a dick. Well, she's trans, so, I mean, I don't know, there was a lot of various pictures of her that we saw, too. Did you like her butthole? It's nice, huh? Oh my god.
You know, I've never understood why atheists even bother with this subject or topic. It's perfectly natural for people to look for things that are comforting for them. People usually look for love, and they also get ideas in their head about having children.
Because that's a natural thing that life is. If you want to look at like the fundamental meaning to life, it's fucking and getting more life. So, your point, dude. What's his point? It's like, I don't know why atheists get into this topic. Well, because they can. Like, what? What? Brett. Oh, Brett. Oh, Brett. Oh, man. It's glad to have you back, buddy. I know TJ and Paul, they don't like it too much, but fuck. You know. I think it's time that there's some other people to carry the torch, I think. I mean, because obviously they're done. They've beaten the horse to the point it's not a horse. So, you know, I might as well beat the horse until it becomes not a horse anymore. Fuck it. Fuck it. I mean, I think even DP is bringing back the Brett Keane individual segment situation or some shit. So, I mean, you know, there's people that just want it back, you know. So, like, I mean, fuck. I mean, I love the roasting of Brett Keane. So, I mean, it's fun. It's great. He still has his phone number, I think, on here, dude. Let me see. He still has his phone number, so you could just call him. You could just call Brett. I could call him right now. I mean, I might at some point. I don't know. I guess I'm getting old. He doesn't know. I think it's his Skype account. Well, I can still call him, so I mean, if that's the case, well, I think I'll do it randomly at some point. Be like, is this the individual Brett Keane situation? Call, hi. Yeah, I'll just be like, hello. Is this the Brett Keane individual situation? Hello, Brett Keane individual situation. I would like to talk to you about our Lord and Savior, TJ Kirk. Damn. I feel like I have a weird suspicion that they, like, the Pessimist production crew may or may not just, go back for just like one final time just to please the fucking annoyances, but I doubt they would. You know you did. You can't resist. I'm not a jacker. Every man's a jacker, sir. Every man's a jacker. He's a jacker swagger. There's like no dislike or like bar either. You can't tell how many people are subscribed to him. And there's people that still comment on his channel, which is funny.
Comfortable thought of sharing your life with someone forever, at least until you die, and for those who are religious or into the afterlife. So basically forever, for an eternity. That's a comfort for some. But it's also a belief, isn't it? It's a hope. People hope that they're going to find love. They hope that they're going to find...
okay, now you're... he's equating hope with fucking beliefs. What? Okay, those are two different things, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can hope that, I can hope for shit. I mean, but hoping is different than believing. Like, I believe I have, like, a fucking horse dick and shit. Like, I mean, that's not true, but I can believe that I do. I mean... like, I can hope that one day I could get a fucking horse dick, but, I mean, that's just, like, that's not true. I mean, you can't do that either. Like, fuck, like, what? What? Like, he does, like, man, even now he's still playing word games. Like, what?
Someone that they can connect with, someone that makes them happy, someone who makes them content, brings peace into their existence.
Testicle scat.
And, of course,
basically, that's the summary.
People out there, especially religious folks, who hope that they're going to have children and grandchildren and all that. Is there anything wrong with that? Having hope? Looking for comfort in things? I don't think so.
No. I don't think anyone disagrees with that.
One of the things I've learned about in my life, at least for me, is that if you hope and you believe something to be possible, you're basically leaving yourself open for the possibility of positive things. It doesn't end with the comfort, does it? It doesn't just end with the faith. Faith people have usually ends with a conclusion. Sooner or later, someone may get some...
Oh my god, I don't even know if I'm listening right now, dude. I don't know if I'm listening. Oh my god. I'm like falling asleep to him right now. And I'm not even tired. Like, It's like, holy shit. Here, you have fun with them.
Scratch offs or play the lotto.
This is just, oh my god.
They may not win a whole lot, but sooner or later they're going to win something.
I need a drink or something. Oh my god, I need like, oh.
I guess someone could
This is
argue
insane. You have fun with them.
every single penny and dime that you have, and more on the tickets than what you actually have, then that could be a problem. It's comforting. I'll agree with the concept that if you believe in a God, what this does for you is it means that the universe actually has a system. That there's a plan to it. That your existence actually has value to it. When I try to think of what it would be like, and I don't have to put a lot of thought process into it because I actually used to be an atheist myself. I didn't see any reason why existence should have any value in it. I mean, sure, I can have subjective value.
Wait, what did he... Oh, value, okay. So now he's saying that existence... Like, there's no reason that existence shouldn't have value? Okay. What? Okay. I mean, I guess subjectively we all place different values of different... What?
Into it because I actually used to be an atheist myself. I didn't see any reason why existence should have any value in it. I mean, sure, I could...
Life has no value? I mean... To some people, sure, because, I mean, I think, like, when it comes to, like, people's, like, perception on how they view, like, life for themselves and how they view life and shit, some people just don't put value over it, which generally they end up being pretty cold as fuck people. But I mean I personally do put like meaning in, or at least value in life and shit to an extent, you know, because I find shit like industrial animal farms and shit to be fucking cruel and inhumane and torturous in the way we, you know, treat them in those places is awful. You know, I think, you know, destroying ecosystems and deforestation is bad because you're cutting down trees, which are living things, and also destroying the ecosystem for other living things. So I have value in life. So it's like, and I'm an agnostic atheist, and it's like, so I have meaning in, like, I can put meaning in life. So like, what the fuck? What? Like, he really is like, he's just like, assumes that atheists are all just like heartless, emotionless, cruel, cold, fucking like calculated, you know, Borg, pseudo Borg, or some shit. Podesta. If I could, I'd want to live to 200, 300 years. I mean, I don't think anyone would, honestly. Well, I don't think anyone... Why did I phrase it like that? I tried to say something that did not sound right at all. This is total polar opposite of what I was trying to say. I don't think... I think anyone would, to an extent, you know, live way longer than they're expected to. That's what I meant to say. I don't know why I phrased the total opposite of what I was trying to say. What the fuck? But, yeah. And, Sabaton is power metal, right? Damn straight, good sir. And they also finally released a music video for Primo Victoria. So, there's the thing. I won't play that, unfortunately, because I don't want copyright strikes. Like, I actually have a very, very old video back when I was doing WeTubing where I talked about, like, what's power metal like? Fuck, okay. I'll play a snippet here really quick, because, you know what? I'm done with Brett Keane. I'm just, like, what the fuck? Why did I put myself in that situation? I could see why Paul and DJ are just, like, fucking done. Like, who wants to go... What's distinctive about it? Well... Since Sabaton is like a very, very popular, band in power metal, they're just basically probably a great example of what, especially like modern modern power metal is right now. So let's just find a really good song that I feel like I could get away with playing a little bit of. Let me go a little older. So let me go to this one channel who does lyric videos. for these bands. He hasn't done for like a year though, but oh well. Let me find a good one. There's a lot of good songs by them though, so this is gonna be hard. Which one do I want to try? I gotta pick one that I can do for a little bit. Okay, here's a obscure song by them actually. Alright, that's all I'm playing. But that's kind of, you can kind of understand where it gets from. Here, I'll just play another little segment. But I'm not playing a lot of this. I don't, because, you know, I don't want to get murked. Because I just have a feeling that that's what would happen, because fucking YouTube. So this song is In the Name of God, and it's in Picasso, the guy who does these little lyric videos. I'll actually have to like put a, you know what? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I'm just gonna send part of the link for you guys to just go to if you want to check it out. Here's my stream, my stream cream. The stream machine, that's a major dream, because I'm oozing some cream. There you go. So, this is, yeah, but this is one of their older, this is from their album Artero Dominatus, which is their 2006 album. But it's a really good song. And, but yeah, if you want to check it out, because he does primarily Sabaton lyrical videos. Well, had. And then there's a few Blind Guardian in here I'm seeing. And I think there's only like one Hammerfall, but a majority of pretty much all of this is all of it is power metal that he has up here. And he has a bunch of other random personal videos that he has here, which is pretty cool. Let me find another one that's pretty good. Which one's a good one? Ghost Division's a good one. This one is just like raw as fuck, so this one you will like. Fuck! Yeah, I mean you can get the point of that one. What genre is Nightwish? Symphonic metal, and I feel like this is going to be a little harder because they're far more popular of a band. But I'll play a little segment of them. But there's like, you know, when it comes to, Nightwish, there's 3 eras we could look into. And I know a lot about this, so I could just go into, to me it sounds like an instrumental update of a Kiss song. Whoa. Well, I mean, a little bit, but because I'm pretty sure maybe some of their influence must have probably come from Kiss, and I know for Sabaton at least a lot of their influences like Metallica and Iron Maiden. So that's where a lot of the roots. What are the 3 eras? Okay. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Here we go. So we got the Tarja Turunen era, the Annette Olsland era, and the Flo Jansen era, which is what we're in right now. And fuck. Okay, so the first era is during the formation, because Tarja Turunen was like a lifelong friend of Tuomas Holopainen, who's the keyboardist and another founder of the band Nightwish. In fact, here, I'll just I have a poster of it, I'll just zoom in on that shit. So, fuck. Whatever, okay. So, that's Tuomas right there. And, this is another original, Empu, their guitarist, who is a fucking dwarf elf. So, that's, they all actually founded it upon a campfire while camping in Finland. So, that's pretty cool. And they first started as, like, a weird really cool, like, folk metal, for a while. And then they kind of, branched into, like, a little bit of a heavy power-ish metal, with industrial, for a little bit. And then they, progressed into symphonic metal. Yolnin good. It's not Yolnin, it's Tarja Truinen. Here, I'll just look up their names really quick. Turunen. So, Tarja Turunen, well, I'll just pull her up really quick. Fuck off with this shit. Okay. Oh, here we go. So, this is the first vocalist, Tarja Turunen. That's her. So, she was an opera singer, or at least had a lot of opera background, which is what, here, I'll just, I guess we'll just listen to little snippets of each era, I guess, just to kind of get the idea. So here's one of their songs, which is very symphonic, so you'll definitely hear that. I'll just skip a little bit. Okay, well that's about it. But that's Tarja Turunen singing that. And what ended that, I mean, I won't really go into too much of their details of all the albums and shit, but I mean, what ended it was Tarja was it was due to there was starting to become a little bit of a creative differences, and also there was a lot of personal clashing going on, bro, I'm super drunk. Fuck, you sound like you are, dude. Damn, about to pass out. Fuck, and it's only 7:20 something over there, like 7:50. Shit, bro. You're late. Wait, not late. You're early. You're taking this out early, bro. How dare you? I do an early one. I do an early one and you leave me. Oh, shame. Shame, good sir. But I'll try to explain this as much as I can. Don't pass out just yet. So what ended this was was a letter that the whole band wrote to Tarja because of some crazy shit, and also her husband at the time was, had beef too. It was some stupid shit. So they got a new vocalist, Annette Olsen, who I'll find. She was on 2 albums. It was Dark Passion Play and Imaginarium, and I have the Imaginary album, and which is a really good album, actually, I would have to say. In fact, I guess I'll just have to... okay, here we go. So, this whole, because this is probably one of my... I would probably say one of my top 3 favorite Nightwish albums. Let me just try to find a really, really good song to play. There's a lot, though. This one has a lot. That's the fucking intense part about it. This one has really good vocals for her. Whoa. But you can kind of see where the symphonic comes in, so here we go. That's about all we're going to know on that, just due to issues with YouTube, because fuck YouTube. But, so this is Annette Olsen, and she actually is doing her own projects. I mean, Tarja Turunen is also doing her own shit, so it's not like they're, like, done forever. I mean, Tarja's got her own thing going, and Annette also recently started a new project after they left. And what happened with Annette during that fall was... what happened is there's actually a whole documentary on this situation. So Annette was pregnant, unknown. She didn't. I don't think. I think it was either she didn't know about it or didn't tell the band. And then she got really sick during a concert and went to the hospital. I think in Denver, Colorado. And in the middle of the show too, just before the show, before Nightwish came out, that happened. So they were wondering if they wanted to cancel the show or keep going and send. The female vocalist of Camelot, who they were touring with at the time, to join in on them and sing the songs that they do know, and or at least know enough, and then just be instrumentals for everything else. Alright, well, you'll be checking this shit out later anyway, so it'll be all Gucci, man. It'll be Gucci. See you later tonight? Most likely. I'll probably be on a little later tonight seeing some other shit. I mean, I got a lot of videos here. There's probably going to be more shit I'm going to see tonight. So, yeah. But I'll probably go on for another hour. I have no idea. You know, I just go as long as I want. But, yeah, I'll see you around, though. But don't pass out too long there, good sir, because you might miss out. I find it hard to believe there's any new music created. Most seems to bites of past bands, rearranged and vocal rearrangements and instrumental changes. I know it's not a popular belief, but sounds like you're going to continue that. I mean, I definitely can agree for sure to an extent, because I do think there are still original music creators out there who are still trying to create something new and try to make something unique for themselves as well. So I mean, it's kind of hard to really not copy some form of music of some form that was made, because I mean, just look at, I mean, how the human fucking history, dude. Like how long we've been around and how long we've been making music with sticks and rocks and shit. Like I mean, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if we still to this day copy some forms of music, even from like 20, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, up to like centuries ago, dude. When listening to songs, I always hear the past. Well, I mean, especially since you have so much like musical background, considering how long you've been around, dude. I mean, that definitely would, I could definitely see that. I mean, to me, I see a lot of uncreativity, as in it's just very simplistic, nothing new. Like no one's trying to even attempt at a concept of doing something unique or something really cool that's unorthodox, you know? Like that's where you're gonna see most of the creativity, some shit that's unorthodox, you know? Wait, I'm not that old, boy. Well, I mean, cause I'm talking about as experience. I mean, with age comes experience. I mean, that should be a positive, if anything. I mean, I'm not saying that you're old at all, boy, because I mean, to be honest, I forgot your age, actually. What was it, like 50 something? I don't remember. I mean, usually most people I see look either, if they're young, either can get look old for the old for the age, or if they're older people look younger for their age. I mean, like, if my mom wasn't in the condition she is, she would probably actually generally look like 30 years younger than she actually is. I mean, because she's a kind of a youthful person. It's just that her body's fucked right now. So she doesn't really look like that, because she's just drained of energy, essentially, you know? I'm old, but I think like I'm 20. I mean, don't we all? I mean, our brains are... I mean, in the end, aren't we all just super overgrown children? Like, think about it. Like, there's times where I'm just like looking around, I'm like, ooh, that's pretty, you know? And I think, like, as a kid, I'm like, hey, I did the same shit. I, like, tinkered, poked that shit. I, like, looked, investigated that shit weirdly and stuff like that, like, you know, as a kid, and I still do. So, I mean, it's just like, aren't we just, like, overgrown kids, you know? So, I don't know, that's, like, my thing. It's, like, I feel like, yeah, we're technically adults, or we're technically, you know, old or some shit, but, I mean, our brains always seem to be youthful as fuck, you know? I mean, I feel like there generally is, like, something untapped about, like, the human conscious in that sense, which goes into a whole different fucking thing entirely. But I'll actually be interested to explore that. But I kind of want to end this whole, like, the eras of Nightwish here really quick, because this is really interesting shit. So I think I left out I think I stopped at the part where, I think till we're near death we feel young. Yeah, I think that's the case too. I mean, unless you almost die young or do die young, then you're probably thinking, oh fuck, I'm too young for this or some shit. And then but I think after especially a full life of doing shit and everything, you know, we're, you know, still feeling like, you know, I got this, whatever. But then you just like realize, oh, well, damn. The book of my story is now nearing the conclusion. Oh shit. It's just like, whoa. You know, then you just look back at everything, and I mean, because you kind of, I mean, people say life flashes before their eyes and shit, so I mean, essentially that's how you can kind of be looking back and be like, whoa, fuck, I'm old, you know. But yeah, I mean it's I mean that shit's definitely crazy as fuck. But I think I left off at the where Annette broke off. So it was due to like the pregnancy and shit with Nightwish on that final era. So they needed a replacement vocalist. So they got Flo Jansen, and she played in Seattle, Washington, which was her first show. And then she played in Portland, and that's when I first saw Nightwish live, which was my first concert. So I never knew of the situation until the day of, and but she floored the show. She just floored everybody because she's floored. So let's get into the I'm 24 because the four of the floors, because we're 24s. Now I'm 20, so I'm only 4 years younger than you. I'm a young dude. I'm like the youngest in my whole group, and in some ways it does suck. So here, let me go to, you know, I feel like I think it's better to see Floor play something live instead of studio, because I think she's just better live. And in fact, I'm going to play the same song I was doing earlier, Storytime, which we were just playing off the Imaginarium album, because I think she does it even fucking better than the other one. Plus, also, I'll show some footage because she's here. So that is Flo Jansen, the fucking metal goddess that was bestowed upon Earth. And I got to meet her, dude. I got to meet her too on when I saw a VIP show. Alright, well, I have to bail, run to a Taco Bell with my sister. Uh-oh. If you get very horrible shits, I feel very sorry for you, good sir. I feel very bad. I need shitty knockoff Mexican food. Damn straight you do. Why am I getting Facebook updates from, like, Antifa posts? Well, then again, I do kind of follow rallies and shit, but what the fuck? I thought I deleted that app. I'm done with Facebook. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. But have fun with the Taco Bell and your knockoff American/Mexican food there, good sir. If you get very bad shits, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry, but you knew what was happening. You knew what was gonna happen. I don't get runny shits. I get horrible farts though. Oh well. Okay, well, damn. I don't either, actually. I never had the stereotype of like, oh shit, I'm about to have a major fat, shitty, bad shits. It's never happened with me with Mexican food, or even knockoff bullshit food. I generally am able, I guess, to just keep it in me for the most part. So, who knows? But, yeah, but after essentially Floor became just a guest, the whole band just loved her so much, they just kept her. So, then they did another album, Endless Forms Most Beautiful, and now they're about to release another one, Decades, which is kind of like a conclusion to that. Plus, I think they're doing like all sorts of other tracks that are from like remastered and shit. Like, I have no idea what the fuck they're doing with all that, but that sounds like it's gonna be insane, and I am gonna get that album. I'm gonna continue my collection of Nightwish albums. At my age, I'm on 3 meds, and almost all meds bind you up. Yeah, you know, fucking the way things work with that shit is just terrible. Gonna crop dust her when her boyfriend gets here to make him smell the power of my asshole. Good. Good! Make them regret their decisions. Make them regret their decisions of very terrible knockoff Mexican food. Alright. Just as we're about to get into some other juicy shit. I think I'll save some of this for later too, though, so that'll be okay. Let's see which one. Okay, I think we'll look at one more hilarious video because this is actually about a Portland professional. This is a professional victim in Portland that drunken peasants actually, they actually did this. So yeah, I didn't even know this because I guess it was way before I found out about the peasants. So this was just when I first saw this video, I was just like, oh my god, it's juicy. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Let's just do it.
So it says, woman intimidated after asking about Portland store owner's Confederate flag. I'm surprised there's a store in Portland that has a Confederate flag hanging up.
It's like a rug.
I'm actually not, because I've seen Confederate flags flown around here a lot, actually. I mean, not a lot. I mean, but if you consider Portland, it is. So, there's somebody in this neighborhood that I live in that has the Confederate flag just flown about in the front yard, and I'm just like, I just really, really want to just yank it down and just be like, just let it just flop on the ground and just be like, fuck it, then just like write a little note that says, it just says, just because I don't know, I just trolled the shit out of him. I wouldn't do anything to it besides like yank it down or some shit. I want to like burn it. It's still on their property. I mean, I'm not gonna fuck with it that hard. I ain't gonna jack their shit. I'm just like, just crumpling up a dumb flag. Because that's all it is just a dumb flag. Like every other flag is a dumb flag. Like shit. It's like, it's fabric. So, on that basis, no one should give a shit.
I mean, like, Portland had signs, like, on all these businesses that were like,
no sexism, yep, no homophobia. Oh.
And by the way, that's true. We actually do. And if I ever do a stream in Portland, I haven't, but if I ever get the chance to or feel like doing one, I'll show that. The flag is just a symbol. Yeah, I mean, that's all it is. It's a symbol, and it's just in physical form with fabric. Like these two flags. Like, the only, like, I mean, you know, in the law, you know, the very core of it, that Norwegian flag right there is just fabric in red, white, and blue. And that American flag is the same thing in red, white, and blue. So it's just like, who cares? It's even Antonin. Okay, when it comes to like flag burning and shit, even Antonin Scalia, far right wing judge, even says that flag burning is protected by the First Amendment. So all these people on the right wing who says you need to, you know, respect your goddamn country, and you fucking disgusting communist and liberal cuck. You fucking burn flags and disrespect the American flag. It's just like, get your American hate boner, rage boner off of my face and chill the fuck out. It's fabric. It's a flat, like, would you say the same thing for a Chinese flag? If you don't say the same thing for every other freaking fucking flag of every goddamn country, then you shouldn't say shit about the American flag, honestly. And in every fucking country's flag is just a piece of fabric in the end, because it's just meant to be the representation of the country, and that can be taken on anyone's will. A lot of people see that American flag as an imperialistic fascist flag, and a lot of people like to see it as a very patriotic, proud, freedom-bearing flag, you know? It has multiple different symbols, or different, it has different, symbolisms instated into it, depending on who you talk to. No, not everyone in fucking America sees that flag as, you know, some freedom-bearing flag, and I don't. That's why it's upside down. I leave symbols to the simple-minded. George Carlin. Fuck yeah, dude. That's why I love George Carlin, man. He's great. My stepdad is a neo-Confederate who thinks the Civil War was about states' rights. Ugh, I tried to explain to him that it's not, but he thinks I'm brainwashed by the Yankees. So, okay, well, technically it was about states' rights, but go down the line of what that means. About states' rights. What was it about? Property rights, going down the line. So the states, you know, have the right to do whatever they want for their property's sakes. And what was that person's property? Slaves. So, in the end, it's about fucking slaves. You can't deny that. And anyone who, like, that was it's one of the core factors, but there's not a lot of core factors on what, you know, the Civil War was fought over. It was a bunch of rebellious, anti-American, you can say, you know, angry white people in the South who wanted to keep slaves because Some people were making a point for abolitionism in the North, and also it was just that was just obsolete as a thing because industrialization was the superior thing in the North, and the South wasn't very industrialized. So, I mean, there was, it was just becoming, it was wading out of American history at that point. I mean, it couldn't really make the argument that everyone saw how cruel and inhumane it was, because some people didn't. They just thought abolition was just a good thing because it's probably better to just pay people and shit. Because racism was still a very prevalent thing, period, in that time period, because times were different, There are a lot in the South who never accept they lost the war because they're insecure, fucking dumbasses who are insecure about a war over 100 years ago. Or if there's still going to be, is it over 100 years? Yeah, over 100 years ago. Almost 200 years, actually. It's getting to be nearly 200 years. Give it like another 40-some years or some shit, like 2065. Yeah, that would be 200, or 2061 would be 200 years, and it's 2018. Yeah, about 40 to 50 years, like 45 years. So it's almost 200 years. And they're still going to be butthurt about that. Fuck them, dude. They make a mockery of themselves when you look at it, and they fucking dress up and call themselves grand wizards and shit. Like, how can you not see them as a joke, And a lot of them are really starting to look up to this alt-right, too, as well, and starting to blend in with that, and starting, say, oh, well, I'm not racist because I'm not technically a white nationalist or a white cultural preservist or whatever the fuck they want to put in their new title. It's just, you can't do anything about it. That's just what's going to happen when you get, the internet, where you can do whatever you fucking want on, essentially, almost. Look what happened when they fought over statues being removed. Yeah, and also, I'm sure some of those statues are probably made Civil War, but 95%, I guarantee you, were built up during Civil Rights movement, during the segregation era, to deter black people from, fighting for their civil rights and shit, So you can't even make the case that they're just there on historical premises. For some of them you can, and for those that are, put them in museums or have a collector privately buy them and put it out on their property for people to see. Like, there's ways where you can compromise on that shit without having to destroy them or some shit. Like, some of them, sure, you could probably destroy because they're just fucking worthless and don't mean anything. Some stupid shit like, here lies a statue of the great honorable President Jefferson Davis. Like, destroy that shit. It's fucking retarded. But if it's like a statue of like Robert E. Lee, commemorating for his military prowess or some shit, that's fine. I'm okay with a statue like that. If you're looking at like their background and like as a military officer or some shit, then I don't have a problem with that, regardless if they're from the North and the South, because there are some respectable generals from the South, regardless of their fucking personal views. Like, if you look at military tactics, because I like looking at that shit, too. I mean, some of them were pretty respectful in military tacticianism and shit. I mean, the South was pretty known for that for the beginning of the war, because the North replaced so many generals, because all of them sucked, until they got U.S. Grant, basically. They still fight over states' rights. I heard that there is some voting prop in Cali to divide them into 3 states. I'm pretty sure if that were to be the case, there will be the state of Jefferson for sure, because there's a thing like that's like on the border of Oregon and California. There's a little pseudo thing called the state of Jefferson, or Jefferson State. I don't know too much history about it, but I think at one point they got so hardline about that they literally put in their own personal little border. And they actually stopped people. They didn't give a fuck. It was just like, oh shit, these people like want the state of Jefferson so bad that they will do like fucking border control for themselves. Like, holy shit. But yeah, it's a thing. So, and I've heard kind of like rumors about it, kind of, off and on, like as kind of like an interesting talk discussion. But if they're really going to propose to split California into 3 states, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about that. It would depend how that went up. If Cali splits up, Democrats will never win another election again. That's what I mean. Because granted, I don't like the Democratic Party, so it's not, so it's just like, I don't support the whole party, but there are people within the party like Ro Khanna, Bernie Sanders, you know, there's people that you can name within the party, like specific people who are generally really good policy-wise, but yeah, you shouldn't destroy what integrity there is, and if you do that, then yeah, that is Democrats' chances of any election, unless they went populist left or just populist as a whole, they would not be able to win an election again. They would have to literally do Bernie Sanders strategy, period, and go populist in order to even consider winning those 3 states. Maybe 1 or 2 of them, but all 3, no, because I mean, there's a lot of like the Eastern California farms and shit that are a lot more more conservative too. It's just the way that the Democrats win so many votes there is all the major cities like Sacramento, San Francisco, Diego, Angeles, you know, all these places. So, I mean, I mean, that will cause I think that would be very negative in the long term, actually. I mean, that would just fuck up the economies too as well, because then you have to do 2 other state constitutions, state legislatures. Do we really need that in this current political discourse? Do we need that right now? Do we? I don't think so. I really don't. Like, why would we do that to ourselves? States' rights used to be a chapter discussion in history. Oh, it was for me too. I mean, because it's an important thing to talk about. Or did they call it political science? For my classes, there is political science. That's what it's called. But for high school and shit, you know, it's just called history. So, but yeah, we do talk about it too, because I mean, I do think there should be states' rights as well. Like I would consider myself a promise supporter. I think there's a way to implement it where it can actually be a really good, healthy blend for like the main federal government, essentially kind of being the, you know, core body, while you have all the other states for all these different regions to kind of, you know, essentially, you know, govern themselves and have representation to govern the whole country, to kind of see what the whole populist view is. So, yeah, like, so, yeah, we do talk about it every now and then, but not too often. We really digress from this Portland bitch. We haven't even gotten to the video, but... Oh, will it be interesting, though. But where do states' rights end, and where does federal begin? Essentially, well, I mean, I think it kind of starts with federal law overrides state law. So if there's a law in the state that doesn't act like, that is like the opposite of what law is, like, let's say, like, for example, with marijuana, for example, like, even though the federal government says it's illegal in a Schedule 1, they technically could, if they wanted to, go to every one of these states and knock out every dispensary and shut it all down. They potentially have the right to do that because federal law overrides state law. So, essentially, that's kind of a very gray area, because I think it will have to depend on the subject, like marijuana, for example, because... I think that is a very states' rights issue, because that's experimental. I think that's actually something where the states have the right to do so, to implement it, because look how fucking safe marijuana is, and look at all the research and plentiful, you know, positives that came out of doing so. So, which also opens the discussion for other drugs and other different things. So it's opening up a door that will lead into other different ways into, you know, different policies in the future, you know? We got our turn now. Yeah, Jeff doesn't want to have a Sessions. Yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. And honestly, I don't know why Trump put him in there, because it seems like they're beefing a lot, dude. Seems like Trump and Sessions are having beef. Like it's like Trump put him there as a laughing stock, because that's what it seems like, from what I can tell. Recreational meth. Let grandma tweak. Well, at least it won't be with fucking diesel fuel or some shit, you know. Like, at least it will be done in a controlled, safe laboratory environment, instead of, you know, your freaky, weird, creepy, pseudo-pedo neighbor down the street who does it out of his bathtub or some shit, you know? He needs a whipping, voy. Voy? I think I meant goy. Goyim, sir. Goyim. Oh, boy. Oh, I need my money.
Genders are welcome here.
Pass the pipe, TJ.
No, pass the pipe to me, TJ. We'll do some more pipe passing in the garage, but let's watch this first. This is crazy.
Pass the Tootsie to the left-hand side.
Warning, graphic language.
Warning, everybody, graphic language. So if you're not used to that...
Here, we're going to have to watch this ourselves, too.
Family-friendly show.
I didn't see that when I pulled it. We should really maybe not show this.
All right, I guess we'll do
Too
it,
late,
but just because
guys.
it's news.
By the way, she brought her kid.
I'm offended. Nah, nah, nah. I wish this wasn't 7 minutes long.
So you don't care about having hate flags on your wall? Huh?
How's that hate flag?
A Confederate flag is a symbol of slavery and lynching and raping of black people. It's a hate sin.
I'm Mexican. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you that's
I feel like the Drunken Peasants has gone downhill since TJ, Paul, and Scotty left. Yeah, new DP isn't as good, but I still watch them every now and then. But yeah, it's definitely not the same, man. It's definitely not the same. Because I look at these old segments, I, watch like the past years Drunken Peasants just to kind of, because that was in the height of all the political discourse, so you kind of get to see what their views were kind of as the progression goes on with the elections and shit, so I find those episodes really interesting and shit. So, I mean, it's not the same for sure. I mean, it's not, I hate to be this guy, but it's not edgy enough, I feel like. I don't know. Like, I hate to be that guy saying it like that, but I don't know what else to say, really. Like, it's not, like, no fucks given anymore, really, I feel like. I mean, it feels more professional. Like, well, I mean, it feels more like properly, professional. Instead of, like, oh, we're going to be professional with our, like, setup, but we're going to act more like a talk show or something instead of just, like, a show where we're just kind of flinging this shit, you know what I mean?
peaceable. Yes, it is. What is that got to do with anything? I know my history. A Confederate.
And guess what, lady? That's your view of what that flag/symbol is. I mean, he obviously has a different view of it. So why you fucking? Oh my god! I already went down into that point anyway.
Because it's not what it was about. The fucking Confederacy. It was about a group of people saying, we no longer want to be part of the United States. We're leaving. We're gonna go to war. But they had their little flag, and you know what? If they'd have won, it wouldn't be a hate symbol. It'd just be the fucking symbol of the damn country. Or perhaps multiple countries.
People that want you to Confederate flags, not white people, black people.
What are you talking about? That's a symbol of slavery. That's like having a swastika on your wall. So
what?
different. This is shameful. This is everyday
that
deal.
is also drastically different. Ben is not as funny as he thinks. Pitmuck is alright. Evan is awesome. Billy is bae. I do love Billy the Fridge. Ben, I don't really watch for Ben anymore. Yeah, I definitely don't. He's not really as funny as he likes to think he is. He's kind of a pushover a little bit. I like Pitmuck. I definitely like Pitmuck a little bit. He's definitely like one of my favorite guests on DP. Evan is great. Evan is our friend forever. And yeah, Billy is. I like Billy. I mean, there's not too much about him, so I mean, all you can really get is him off the Peasants. But I do like him on the Peasants because at least he likes to try to be energetic and is like booming out. He does it. He kind of does his own thing. And when Joe is on, I feel like he's like unknowingly like the last little bit of spirit of what like the edgy or this old DP was. Whenever Joe was on, I'm like, damn, this guy's just fucking insane. I like this guy. He's just doing crazy shit for me to laugh at. I love it. He fucking drank, like, detergent or some shit. Like, I think it was, like, Spout or some shit. It was insane, dude.
Here in Southeast Portland, and this is where I usually do some grocery shopping, but today we are in here and we spot a Confederate flag.
So this is in Southeast Portland, and I live near here.
Show me the Confederate flag. Where is it?
Yeah, I don't even see it
Over
yet.
on the wall.
Where?
They don't care.
Okay.
Where is it?
Get your kids out of here.
Bye, bitch. Get your kids out of here.
Get your kids out of here.
Get out of here, bitch. Damn, this store is pretty awesome.
I like this store, dude. I like this man.
Usually people in customer service just have to suck
Yeah.
customers' dicks. Like,
What are these guys doing in Portland?
we're sorry.
The product on sale. It wasn't like they were hanging it on the wall to like.
Actually, these guys are kind of what mostly, especially around my area, is what mostly like what Portland is, at least in my area. This is like what most of it is. Like this bitch. I've even put it in the comments. Right here. She doesn't represent what Portland is sincerely or sincerest to Portlandian. Because I am, dude. I really this stupid bimbo is not what Portland is, and I bet she's vegan as fuck.
Buy it for everyone to see, right?
No, it's apparently it was a rug, I guess.
I don't know, a doormat.
For sale, that's on display with other rugs.
Right.
Okay.
Whatever. I mean, like, you know.
Hillary supporter, Bernie supporter, which one do you vote for that lost? Now we're in a bad mood?
No, there's hate symbols on the wall, and I brought my kids in here, and now I have to see hate signs on the wall to go grocery shopping.
Here is you.
I'm not hating anything. Oh my god.
Teach your kids good. Get them out of here.
You're the one who started drumming. You told him go. Go.
Go, bitch.
Go. They're not doing anything. Just go. And I feel bad for the people checking out. That poor old lady. These poor people. These poor people.
Damn, they laying it down thick on this bitch.
It gets better, dude. It gets better.
I think the dudes come out into the...
Here, hold up.
Shop here, please let them know. They have 2 huge-ass rugs hanging that are Confederate flags on the wall.
So what? Oh my god.
And yeah, the response to me was to tell me I'm a bitch.
That weird
Confederate
kid.
flags here at this place. 146th and Southeast Stark. The guy that's yelling at me says he's Mexican, so it doesn't matter that they have.
I've actually been on that corner street. What was it? Southeast 142nd is Stark. Oh yeah, I know where that is. Oh, I totally know where that is. I mean, there's a bus line that goes down 142nd. Well, no, it goes down Stark, and 142nd is just one of the streets that is across it. So I could potentially go to the store right now. I could take a bus line that goes down to 82nd, go down 82nd, get off at the Stark and 82nd, go down Stark, and then I'm at 142nd and Stark. I can go to the store right now. You should go give them your business. I probably will. I'm gonna say, hey, do you remember this video, and show them this clip with Drunken Peasants on it too, because I'll say this is where I found it off of, and I just want to say thank you for, thank you for not being this bitch. Just thank you for shutting this stupid shit down. Like, this is a very, very small minority in Portland. I really do guarantee it. Like, there's a lot of radical vegans. There's a lot more vegans than there are these crazy people. But with that, there's more radical vegans. So, I mean, veganism is a thing here. A little more than it should be. But hipsters are definitely a thing. I mean, yeah, but this bitch is not what Portland mostly is. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of, like, openness for diversity and shit, but most people don't fall for the radical, hard line, like SJW mentalities. At least the people I talk to and the people I've met. I mean, I don't really succumb myself to this crazy shit. So, like, as far as I know, this is a really small minority.
And I'm a bitch. Yeah, it's called Extreme. It's this place.
Our views are
as
extreme.
As soon as I asked about it, they started calling me a bitch.
Extreme.
Telling me to fuck off.
Fuck off, bitch.
I mean, like,
why don't you just follow their advice and fuck off then?
I don't fully get the I'm Mexican.
So let's just get to the juicy shit, dude.
6th and
Good
Stark.
idea.
Extreme deals.
We got it.
Have Confederate flags hanging, and according to them, it's my problem because I'm a bitch.
Yeah, it is.
It is your
so I can
problem.
get out of here. Let me leave so I can get my kids out of here. Please leave me alone. I have to.
Yeah, how's he?
Look,
What?
Yeah.
He's like 100 feet from her.
Look at where he is, dude. Get away from me. I need to leave. I need you to just leave me alone and get out of here. And look at these two dudes. They're like 100 and 200 feet away. Like, oh, what the fuck? You dumb bitch. Your safe space is not this large. You don't need this amount of a safe space. If they were up in your face, I can see it. But they are 100 feet away from you.
The back of her car.
Yeah, like, get out of the way. What? He's clearly not in your way. Just go.
Hey, dude!
I love Paul's. Oh god, dude, I love it. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, I love this. This is what I love about DP. I remember watching this episode live. Oh man, I'm jealous. I wish I saw this live. I would have been broken. I probably would have said the same shit I am now, because I would be like, damn, this bitch is not representative of Portland, but she is a stupid, stupid bitch, and it sucks that those people exist for our time. It gets better though. I mean, you've seen it, but I mean, for Joe, this gets better, bro. This gets better.
Let me be. Do not get any closer to me. Do not get any closer to me.
What? Watch.
Do not.
Huh?
Okay.
He took one step. A single step. He went from 100 feet to 99 feet. Oh my god, her reaction is about to blow, dude.
He took a step.
Seriously, please.
What a troll.
Dude, this guy is heaven, man.
Drive away.
God.
Please do call the police.
Look, the people in this shop clearly are not gonna fucking pander to your sensibilities.
Damn straight.
You're in Portland, so there's probably plenty of stores that will.
Oh,
Go to one of those.
That's definitely true, too.
This is ridiculous. Get away from me.
Get away from me.
Get away from me. Hold on, we gotta go back.
You're calling me a dumb bitch or approaching me in the parking lot. And I have 2 small children. Get away from me so I can load my kids up and leave.
Stop running your mouth. I'm at work.
You're at work.
I'm at work right here. So what are you doing?
I'm trying to leave.
Bye. Bye.
Because they're approaching me in a parking lot and I have 2 small children.
They're approaching you? They're on the other side of this lot. They're on the other side of this lane, bitch. Just leave. What are you doing? You don't have to stay here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I give up. I give up on this bitch. Oh.
Oh, you're overreacting.
Oh my god. You're a fucking moron. He's fucking, like, weigh the mission and pull the fuck out and drive the fuck away, never to return. Easiest process in the world.
Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Walk away from me.
He's out. He literally does not have to. This is his work property. He works here. That parking lot is part of his work. He can be all up in your grill if he wanted to. Well, maybe not literally up in your grill, but I mean, he could be like 5 feet away from you and not give a shit. You're pestering him. If anything, they probably have a right to get a little physical, put you in the car and make you leave because that's, you know, taking you off of the property. It's like, get the fuck out. We don't want you anymore. You're banned, bitch. Go. It's like, oh my god, this dumb bitch. People in Portland are not this radically stupid.
I cannot leave when you keep approaching me from back. I was strapping in my car seat and you're coming up from behind me. This is horrifying. Leave me alone. Please tell him to leave me alone. He just assaulted me and started calling me a fucking
Assaulted you? Standing 100 feet away is assaulting you? Oh god, this is gold. I love this, dude. I love it.
Assaulted you?
Yeah.
Assaulted you?
Calling you a bitch is not assault.
So
it's
here
an
we go.
insult.
Flash Fried just got uploaded. Oh shit. Oh shit. You know what that means. I might just have to update myself with some Flash Fried. I'm not ending it right now. Don't worry. Do not worry. I'm actually going to go in the garage and have a little bit so I can come back in here and watch some Flash Fried. And that's where I'll end it out there. We're going to finish watching this video. And then later tonight, I got more videos to watch. So we'll be on later tonight as well. So let's finish watching this crazy, stupid bimbo bitch who is hurting my brain. Because there's no way people in Portland are stupid. I guarantee you, people in Portland are not that stupid. So, yeah. There's not a lot left, don't worry.
Insulted is the word you're looking for. He insulted me. Assaulted, that would mean he actually...
Now he's following like there are 2 kids. Get away from me. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yes, I am crying.
Oh my god.
You're okay.
Just go away. He attacked me.
Oh god, look at her.
She made sure to turn the camera back on herself at this part.
Yeah.
Put me in the store.
Oh my god.
Go away! If you're so triggered by this location, go away! Go away! Leave! Leave, you dumb bitch! Leave!
Oh my god. This is it. I forgot if it was it. It just keeps going. Oh, whoa. This is from the Oregonian? What? Wow. Video courtesy of Heather Frank. Oh god. If that's who this bitch was, oh no. Oh god. But you got the point of it though, at least. Oh, that drained me, dude. I got like bags in my eyes now because that. Oh. Okay. I need a hit after that. I just need to like forget that happened. I need to forget this bitch exists. I need to open my door without spilling my. I should just put my soda down before I open the door. That's probably the smart move. Oh my, it's like insane, dude. It's like, oh. The real question is, would you smash? Would I smash? Probably not, because she'll probably get triggered that I assaulted her, and she'll probably call the Me Too movement, and then I'll probably be fucked, and then my entire life and career will be ruined. So probably no. Just because I feel like the outcome would be far worse than the actual smashing. You know what I mean? Like, the smash may be good, but later she might just stab me in the back. So I don't want to do that. You know, there's a risk with that. There's a risk. I wish there was a way to make it brighter in here or something. But I think while we're in here, we'll see if a particular fringe far right radio host is on, because I like to do that when I'm out here in the garage. See if there's some crazy belligerent bullshit being played.
Attack Solutions.
Yay, there is!
The host of the Jeff Dixon Show, heard every week right here on KXL. Jeff, how can our listeners overcome their retirement anxiety?
Cooper, even if you're
retirement anxiety? Okay, it's just like, okay. Retirement. Oh, you know, that actually might be interesting.
Rather than dwelling on the past, focus on what you can do going forward. No matter your age, if you haven't started saving for retirement, get started.
What are you
Even small weekly contributions will make
I was just seeing if our favorite fringe far right radio host is on.
The number one thing
He's talking to somebody about retirement anxiety.
Is take advantage of any 401k match being offered by your employer.
Yeah, it does, but I'm gonna bear through it.
A lot of people feel pressure to put aside a large amount each month for their retirement.
Like, dude, I bet Alabama's so bad. Oh, don't worry, I know. Dude, in the Midwest, you know, there's like so many, not just fringe, but like gone, just gone. People are just gone, who just are able to have like their own little radio station and just talk whatever. You know what I mean? I guess, you know, under certain circumstances, like you can't swear and shit, but I mean, they probably will just like saying like, you know, there's conspiracy, you know, the fucking Earth's flat, and you know, and the CIA is trying to hide the information by putting chemicals in the water, by, you know, polluting it, you know, with vaporizers or something. You know, it's like, what? I mean, I don't even. I'm never. Like, I would just love to just hear some of that someday, just to go in the Midwest and listen to some of that radio.
That's this Sunday at 11 a.m. right here on
So thank you for your dumb infomercial, Lars. And that was all you gave us. Wow, see what we deal with? You don't even get substance. What was that? Like, he's not... Like, he gets into some stupid shit, but... That was some stupid shit. That wasn't... There's nothing I could go off that. What was that? I wasn't even paying attention. That was how dumb it was. And it was just like... just why pay attention to a practical infomercial interview? And people wonder why they go on the internet for interviews and discussions and shit, because at least that seems a little bit more interesting. Because... Oh, I'm dropping shit. I mean, you have, like, because you're able to find, like, video recordings at, like, colleges or just certain, like...
My generation was dumb.
I feel like my generation is getting dumb, too. I mean, there's a... At the same time, I mean, there's a lot of things we're doing that's smart, but at the same time, there's just shit we're doing that's dumb, like radical veganism and crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
And, like, astrology, like, you know, that's such a major fucking thing that I hear all the time.
Oh,
But
that's such a fad. Get over it now.
I know, like astrology is literally just some dumb fad that's taken over millennials right now. I don't get it.
It's taken over every generation. You're not the special ones.
That's true. Millennials like to think we're all special and shit.
Right.
I think I just proved that point. Like, we're all into astrology, and I feel like, well, I guess what I mean is it's more prevalent than it ever has. Like, I hear it all the time. Like, if I go on Facebook, every fucking meme involves it. It's like, I'm a Gemini, or it's like, those people are fucking Scorpios.
Yeah, make ourselves feel special, but it ain't us fault because y'all grew up.
Because astrology was
it's gonna be the 2000.
Because astrology is like a belief that's been around for a very long time, but it's just so prevalent now. I don't how. Like, if you look at it, it's just taking very generic like personality traits.
Y'all have the be proud of y'all no matter what y'all do, but we had you gotta accomplish something, then we'll be proud of you.
Well, it's basically basically being awarded participation trophies, essentially.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, there's a sense of competition that's good, you know? I mean, and I definitely feel like that has been lost a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Good sense of competition, because you don't got nothing to compete for. Then
now you're all, if you're all trying to be unique and super special and shit, then who is really super unique and special when you're all just trying to be the same, essentially?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you all have to, conform to, these things, and shit, and you have to, like some random person on, like, the internet or some shit, it's like, I am a Z/they/zoo/zun, and those are my pronouns, and I'm non-binary, and you cannot say fucking anything otherwise, and it's like, I don't have to fuck...
I'm watching YouTube videos about either people are clones, or people in Hollywood are major pedophiles.
Well, in Hollywood, I'm sure that there's some creepy fucking shit like pedophilia that probably does happen, because look at the shit that's been exposed due to recently. Harvey Weinstein, fucking Kevin Spacey, too. I mean, that one, and then, I mean, it's taken out some people, too, that weren't even meant to be taken out, like fucking Louis C.K. and shit. I mean, that guy was just kind of a weird little pervy dude. Yeah. It's just, like, he asked women to jack off in front of him, and if they just, like, didn't answer or were, like, unsure or just said sure or whatever, he would just do it anyway. But if they said no, he wouldn't. So,
why wouldn't they move and say, get away from me?
Yeah, like, I mean, he was just really socially awkward and shit. Like, so that's why I feel bad for Louis C.K. and shit. I mean, and Aziz Ansari was another comedian who got a little fucked over. Because what happened with him, he had a bad date with a girl. That was essentially all that happened. It was just a bad date. And then the girl... thought later the next day it was like, oh, he assaulted and raped or tried to rape me. It's like, no, he didn't. He had a bad date. If hearing the situation, it was just stupid.
Like, it was bad. Oh my god.
I'm special. I'm autist. I function.
That's what happens.
Fuck that right wing idiot.
That's what happens when you try to date townies.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a lot of the stigma now with all this shit that's been going on. It's made me like not want to go out and be social as fuck. It's like I'd like to, because then I feel like someone might get offended and always try to like.
It's all here to divide us.
Yeah, I mean
what else can we divide against?
Yeah.
Now they're coming out with
You're either
is
like.
it okay to have your brother and sister? If your brother and sister is good for y'all to have sexual relations.
Well, that's incest, and no, that's generally society sees that as taboo.
Yeah, but now they're trying to prove rights for people, and they're like, okay.
I mean...
Prove rights for that, and I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, that's just like, that's just like some weird family shit that's going down.
Right, exactly.
Incest is best crest, or best cest. What?
I know it's wrong, but
Oh, damn. Incest is best cest, so you like your sister?
That's the LGBT community for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's even, I feel like the LGBT community has been a little divided, because a lot of them are so, like, PC, SJW, but many of them...
They're going way too far.
Yeah, and then, like, and then many of them aren't, because, they're just like, I'm just gay, or I'm bi, or I'm just whatever, and I don't give a fuck. I mean, and a lot of them disagree with the fact, there's, like, so much weird shit, like 6,000 genders or some weird shit like that. Yeah, it's just insane, dude.
Did you actually know there are 3 to 4 from
A lot of people down here, I believe, wouldn't be shocked to discover they fucked their sisters. Oh yeah, dude. It's Alabama. Yeah, I guarantee it. I guarantee you, like, 1 out of every 10 people you meet down the street probably have. Even if it was just, like, one-time thing. Guaranteed. Yeah, I mean...
I'm glad I'm not dating when... I mean, I'm glad I'm not, like, young anymore, because I'd be like...
Yeah.
I have lots of dating time. I'd be like, damn, am I going to meet a girl or a woman? You never know.
Yeah. I mean, I've just never
date
really...
a girl and be a man.
I've just really never made that a priority myself, really. I mean, it's not that I'm, like, an incel or some shit,
Or
but...
you don't make it a priority, but... Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm still interested in that shit. I mean, if the opportunity comes, I'll, you know, take a little shot at it. But, I mean, I'm not gonna, like, be incel or whatever and celibate. I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm definitely not that. I know that much. I mean, I got... Yeah, I mean, I'm young. I have incel ignore. Oh, no. I set the premise.
What's the next generation gonna be called?
I think they're called Generation Z. I think that's what the terms are. I think there's already a term. That's what I thought too. But I think that was there's a Generation X, Millennials.
Generation X. I'm Generation X.
Yeah. And I think I think the Millennials are the 90s, and then Gen X, and then Gen Z is supposed to be.
You knew what Generation X were. We were against society. We were against.
Yeah, there was a lot of counterculture that was being bolstered by Gen. Yeah, like Kurt Cobain, Marilyn Manson. You know, there's a lot of this new wave of culture that was being bolstered out.
Yeah, but looking at now, I wouldn't call Marilyn Manson counterculture.
Yeah, I mean now, Manson now is pretty mainstream, but at the time of his growth and like his origins, he definitely was a very major counterculture at the time for sure.
Yeah, he was.
Because now he's just like part of like this new metal-ish type of goth culture now. I mean, he's just kind of mainstream in that sense because so many people idolize him now. I mean, which is not a bad thing. I mean, it's not bad to be like a main culture, you know, or like a mainstream type of culture or whatever. I mean, there's. Yeah, but he
was a puppet.
Like, I mean, what do you mean? Like, I haven't heard that. I mean, what's he like?
Used him, you know.
Oh, like used him just for like his music
sort. That's a different topic. He was a clone.
Whoa. A clone. Whoa.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Marilyn Manson's a clone.
I mean, I used to love him growing up too because he was the reason. He was like my gateway. He was like.
Yeah.
Heard his album, and the first time we heard like, I hate love.
Yeah, I mean, T.J. Kirk from Pessimist Productions loves Marilyn Manson. They did
American Superstar.
There's a whole Deep Fat Fried on Marilyn Manson. Actually, I'll have to show you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really good because T.J. did most of the research and he just went deep as fuck into Marilyn Manson during their like little music section that they did. Yeah. And it was really, really good. Like, I mean, they did Marilyn Manson, then they did Kurt Cobain, David Bowie, and then they did, like, top 10 rock songs, which was a very insane and painful list to watch them do. It was a painful one. But it was really cool hearing a lot more about Kurt Cobain, David Bowie, and Marilyn Manson, because I didn't know too much about those artists, really.
Right.
Yeah, but I knew of them, but I never knew like straight up like their personal lives and shit. Like, and when I learned about Kurt Cobain and shit, it's like, damn. I mean, he really did kind of he died young because I mean, he seemed like he probably could have made something of himself or something. I don't know, but I mean, he like there's even a conspiracy where he was murdered, not
yeah, probably think he was murdered.
Yeah, which I could kind of see it, but
look at his freaking ex.
What was her name?
Yeah, she had...
I forgot her name, but yeah, I mean...
I think the Elite had him murdered.
That list was bullshit. Gimme Shelter wasn't even considered, and that's easily one of the best Stone songs. Damn. Courtney Love, that's Courtney Love.
Courtney Love?
Yeah.
Had something to do with it. I mean, look at her.
I feel like she probably did. I mean, because...
She's trash. Why is she even relevant anymore? Everybody should not even know... Y'all should not even know who she is.
Yeah, the only reason why I really know about her is because of Kurt Cobain.
She's not talented.
Yeah, because the theory of the murder is that Kurt Cobain was going to divorce Courtney Love anyway, and that meant that she wasn't going to have any of the like shit, you know, inheritance or whatever, you know.
Yeah, that's kind
so
of
yeah, she wasn't gonna have any money at that point.
He was like the Beatles.
Yeah, he was like a really big punk rock zeitgeist at the time. I mean, he was big.
The new change in direction of music.
Yeah.
Before that, you had power ballads with metal power ballads.
Metal power ballads.
With long hair.
Yeah, speed metal, thrash metal.
Really changed. He helped change the way of music.
Yeah, he definitely did. He provided more like, just kind of more of like a raw punky sound, which kind of helped emphasize a lot for rock and punk rock and alternative rock.
And it's sad he only had 2 albums come out.
I know, man.
I mean, in total, it was only 2 albums.
Yeah, I mean, there's there's like a bunch of different like albums that are like.
And they said he wrote a lot too, but.
Yeah, I mean, some of it might be part of his like fantasized life that he kind of put up, not like that he kind of like told other people about, because
I know, but I read on that.
Yeah, because some people said that he did write, but he wouldn't like write shit right off the top of his head like people he claimed.
He had a lot of writings though.
Yeah, he definitely did. Oh, he definitely did.
Was because he had a lot of B-sides too. I heard.
In Utero is the best Nirvana album. Nevermind was great, but feels fake to me. Yeah, I haven't.
Felt real though. You had to be born during that time.
I haven't listened to the full albums of either of them in a very long time.
Spirit, when that song came on.
Yeah.
That was the feeling of the time.
Yeah, and funny enough, that was actually based off of I think a dandruff product or deodorant or something, and it wasn't even meant to be, because he didn't realize it was like a deodorant, but because somebody wrote that Kurt Cobain smelled like Teen Spirit on like a stall or some shit, and one of the chicks that was hanging with Cobain saw that and said and showed that to him. He's like, huh, and didn't know that it was like deodorant or some shit, and just went off it with that, which is pretty cool. I was born in '93, damn dude. 97, so I haven't.
was born in '78.
Yeah, so I was born at the very end of all that shit, so I never really got to experience it firsthand. Besides, my parents were into that music as much anyway. Like, I was born off of classic rock. I was born and raised off like 70s and shit. Yeah. And once YouTube came out and I started looking up stuff on YouTube, I eventually opened myself up to Rammstein, Iron Maiden, Nightwish later on. And then I kind of stuck to those 3 for a very long time, and then I started branching out my music.
So you started out liking rock and metal first?
Yeah, well, rock is like where my roots were, and then I started getting into like primarily like industrial metal and heavy metal with like Maiden and Rammstein a lot. And then every now and then I'd like throw Rob Zombie or like a Slipknot in there every now and then as a young kid. And then Nightwish. And then I discovered Nightwish, and then I just fell in love with that too. And then from there,
was awesome.
Yeah, and then from there, I branched off from a bunch of other different music, because that really opened up like what to listen to, because I realized what I like, and then I just kind of branched off in all sorts of different metal from there on. And I haven't really
an embarrassing pop moment before I really started liking metal.
Yeah, like in freshman year, I went this.
Britney Spears,
you know,
when
and
she first started out.
Yeah, when I was a freshman in high school, I went for this really weird dubstep phase for like 3 months.
Yeah, I did.
For 3 months, I went through like some stupid dubstep phase, and I was listening to like PewDiePie dubsteps, random other shit, Mario dubsteps and whatever. And then after like
PewDiePie's annoying.
Yeah, I don't even know how I watched him as a kid. I mean,
I don't even know how he got #1 on YouTube. Just his voice is annoying.
I mean, what he's doing now is actually not bad. I mean, he took a far different direction now. I mean, he's not a gamer anymore. He does different video. He just kind of he doesn't like react to stuff, but he'll do like, he's done like meme reviews. I think he's doing book reviews too as well now, which is pretty cool. And then every now and then he goes into like really interesting YouTube news and stuff.
You gotta change.
Yeah, I mean you can't, if you stagnate, you're not gonna be able to like, you know, continue growing like a fan account or a fan base. Like the more you like kind of diverse yourself and more you kind of like experiment and just kind of go off the wall and
like
off
a
the cuff.
flower.
Yeah. I think I saw a comment. My first album was Backstreet Boys. I had weird music taste as a kid. I think we all did as a kid, honestly.
Me too.
And fuck what TJ, Scotty.
Hammer.
And fuck TJ, Scotty, and Paul say Alice in Chains is great. Thank you!
I love Alice in Chains.
Dude, thank you! Because TJ, Scotty, and Paul, they don't like fucking Alice in Chains. And I'm just like...
Alice in Chains is shit, and I'm talking about the old ones.
I mean, in general, I just kind of like Alice in Chains. I mean, they're just...
I haven't heard any new Alice in Chains.
Me neither, really. I mean, so I guess...
But the older one.
Yeah, like a lot of their earlier hits and
I
shit.
love their solo stuff.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard a couple of new Alice in Chains songs, but I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been into like the music zeitgeist right now. I mean, I've been kind of like
I've been off of music too.
Yeah, I need to like really get back into it, honestly. Like, because I just fucking love listening to music, learning new music, playing music, dude, just music. It's been
I love music, but I don't
hey,
have time. I got other stuff to
Black
take
Gives Way to Blue, their newest album.
What is that?
Black Gives Way to Blue, their newest album is good.
Oh, is that Alice in Chains?
That's Alice in Chains. That's their new album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard Ghost came out with a new album too. I haven't listened to it, but it sounds like it would be brilliant. I heard it's great from what I've heard.
Yeah.
I want to check that out. Ghost's new album. I heard Tool's supposed to come out with a new album. I think.
That'd be awesome. I love Tool.
Oh yeah, I love Tool too. The funny thing is, they're all pacifists, and yet their music is just so raw and hard as fuck.
Yeah, they try to.
Yeah, and then they get like, and then some of the lyrics they talk about are pretty violent
cryptic.
too.
Tool is kind of cryptic.
Yeah, and then like some of the lyrics, if you hear it closely, it's pretty violent as fuck. But funny enough, they're all pacifists, or at least the guy who writes a lot of the music is. So it seems kind of like an interesting like play and balance in his head of like pacifism and unleashing like rage or some shit. So I guess they use music as a release, because music does release stress and anger and shit. 40 and 2 is the best Tool song in my opinion. Another Master B.
You can say that about art in general. If you create something out of your mind, it helps with stress.
Oh yeah, I mean, creativity really does help out with de-stressing and depression too, in a sense. I don't know if that's statistically accurate, but I mean, I think it is. I mean, it does for me at least. There's anecdotal evidence for me and my friends.
What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's see if Lars the Fringe Larson is on. See if he's back on. He is. No, he's not. Did you get mic and shit in? It should be in next week, I think. It says estimated delivery, like, what's the date now? 20th, like either the 23rd or like the 26th, so probably the weekend or something. Yeah. I need a double check because I have not checked in the last few days.
It's the old man?
Oh, no, it's this audio shit that I ordered.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm getting it in for my podcast once I get that set up, because once I get a PC and everything, I could probably at least do like streams better on my PC at least to some extent, or at least try to see if that works out. Not really. You look about like the size of TJ.
Who's TJ?
TJ Kirk. They will know. At least one of them in here would know.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe 2012 TJ. Because he did this thing called Dr. Segmento, and he would just unleash his shirt and just go like, "I am Dr. Segmento.
Oh wow.
Bow down to me." It was funny, dude.
That's cool.
You going to soundproof my room? Fuck yeah, I am. If I'm gonna like say shit and do crazy stuff, I need to soundproof it because I don't want people yelling at me. Especially in the middle of the night, if I don't want people storming in and be like, "Do you mind?" And it's like, whoa, try and do something here, sir. I'm sorry.
Do you mind?
I'm trying to sleep. I mean, people get angry, including me when I wake up.
I try not to get too angry.
Yeah, like, I think I naturally am just grumpy when I wake up, honestly. Like, for the first 30 minutes, unless it's a really nice sleep, and I just wake up nice or whatever.
As long as I'm listening to it, I can get them good.
Yeah, if I
can, be quiet, please.
Yeah,
They're very good about that.
Of course, you need soundproof rooms so your sex slaves can't call for help. Oh.
What about sex slaves? Oh, that's...
Venom 9390. Of course you need soundproof your room, so your sex slaves can't call for help. Well, sir, luckily I'm not about sex slaves, so I don't think that would I don't think that would need to happen. Harley's sex slaves, maybe, but not mine, because I don't. I'll have a.
I'm not doing shit today.
Ugh. I got a little bit of things to do, but.
I've been working my ass off. I'm like, I'm not doing shit today.
Yeah, I'm just cleaning my room for the most part, and I'm probably gonna like check out some shit too and listen to Flash Fry that just got uploaded because.
I need to go to a band though one day, but not anytime soon.
Go to a band.
Yeah, when a good band comes in town.
Dude,
I'll be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, check out the Portland Mercury because there's ads for shows. There's like a whole section for shows being advertised. Like yeah, the Portland Mercury. That it's a free paper. There's little spots where you can get it, and it's free. You can just pick one up. Just yeah, you could probably pick like 3 up if you wanted. If you want to bring a few home.
My whole thing right now is to get the POT. Is get the money.
Get the money. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but luckily with like most local newspapers in Portland, practically all of them are free because I think they're all public funded.
What do you say about the papers?
The newspapers in Portland, I think all of them are free because they're all public funded and shit.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I mean, we get free papers instead of having to pay like a dime or a quarter or something.
Right. Do
you master debate? I'm not a master debater, but I would love to be there's a play on words. Master debater. I'm not. I bait when I debate. If that makes sense. Okay, so hopefully our Dick Hander dealerships have ended. Oh my.
Gets a clean bill of health.
Oh my god. Radio is nothing but ads.
20?
Yeah, I'm 20. I'm about to be 21 in 2 months. Like, less than 2 months.
So you can go to the whatever anytime you want now.
Yep, I'll eventually be able to go to bars, dispensaries, do whatever. Oh, and that would be glorious. I won't do bar hops on my 21st. I'm doing dispensary hops. Because I'll be able to have that opportunity. So, I mean, I gotta do that. I mean, whenever it gets legalized across the country, I think the first thing y'all should do, titty bars. There's titty bars, yes, but you have to find them. I don't know where they are because, I mean, if I'm going to a bar, I'd rather just drink casually and just, like, have a good time, maybe do, like, karaoke or some shit. But titty bars, I don't know. I've just never been a big fan of, like, titty bars or, like, strip clubs or some shit. I'm just like, eh. I don't know. I'm like with TJ and Paul on that. They did a ideology where they were talking about that shit. And I'm just like, yeah, I feel the same way, kind of, for the most part.
Andrew, Mom needs to talk to you.
Oh my god. Well, that is just unfortunate. That is just unfortunate. Well, I've been going on for about 2.5 hours anyway. It's a good time to end it. Just gonna take a couple bowls anyway. I mean, I planned this to happen anyway. I planned for this situation to happen. But how dareth thee should call for thee when I do the stream. You're just like, you have issues. I just talk to myself. That's all I do. I talk to a screen and hope that people watch. And if no one watches, I'm just literally talking to myself. And it's sad. I'm a sad human being.
We all have issues. We all do. Cigarettes. My dad quit smoking.
I don't know why I got back to doing that.
Me neither. I think it was a habit thing.
I think so too.
Because I know I have to keep breaking the habit. I'm like, oh, you know what would be good right now? Why don't you go up and smoke a cigarette? And I'm like, no.
I don't know why I got back to smoking, dude. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
we couldn't help it.
Can't help it. Yeah. I mean, it's an addiction. That's why we need, like, rehab for that shit. Like, I'd do it for nicotine, too, and tobacco and shit. Like, send them to a place where they're just not exposed to it and help and train them to kind of help them overcome it.
Yeah, but there's a psychological...
There is. That's what I mean by, like, help train them and counsel them over it. Because, I mean, you can't do it alone.
Right.
You know? That's why I think part of it was because Dad was still doing it. Yeah, because if he wasn't doing it, I don't think Robert would have. I think he probably would have been able to kind of withhold, because then, you know, if no one's smoking and it's not around.
Because he was around it.
Yeah, he was around it.
Well, he didn't have to be around it. He was doing stuff in his room.
Yeah, I mean, it was all in his room most of the time anyway, so it's just like, you know, he didn't have to, like, get back into it, you know, too. But, again, that's why it's a psychological thing.
You have to be strong.
Yeah. And considering...
What helped me was staying busy.
Yeah, what helps me is just, well, school and all that shit. I mean, I don't, like, straight up smoke cigarettes and stuff. I mean, I just smoke weed. But to help, like, not smoke that much throughout the day, I mean, doing other shit and stuff, and that helps for sure, yeah. But, anyway, I'm going to see what the mama needs, because evidently she needs me for something. So, anyway, I'm going to do one later tonight. Got more videos to watch, because what else am I going to be doing today? So, I'll be back soon, my friends. Maybe not as long, I have no idea, but we'll end it today. We start in the garage and we end here. So, peace out, babe. Peace out, buddy. Night. It's not nighttime for me. It is not nighttime, good sir. It is only 6:03. That's the evening, but not the night, good sir. But it doesn't get dark until like 10:30 or some shit, because it's solstice too. But
solstice? When's the solstice?
Today, technically.
Really?
Yeah, the longest day of the year is today. So it's probably gonna, yeah, the sun's not going down for a long time, but anyway, peace out, everybody, because I'm going away for a few hours until I come back on. So, peace out.